Like this. Hit it.
The Roger Report live morning show. Weekdays at 9 a.m.
Say y'all, I was on Roger's panel a few times and I couldn't take it. The heat. I got out the kitchen. It was hot. I was sweating. I had to get out.
He's Roger, and he's right.
Check this out.
We can live or die. You choose. I have spoken to you a lot of times in hatred and anger, and you have not heard me. Well, you had better hear me today. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Well, we love America. But you are driving us back and you are making a Samson out of us, and we are going to pull down the pillar. And then you think we have no right to ask for something? Is it too much to ask you to grant us human dignity? Should we be put down and shot to death for this request? If so, you can aim your guns. What the hell do you think we care about dying if you're going to deny us the right to live?
Good morning, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Roger Report Live, the best show on social media. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and take a moment out to hit that like button, because this is where you're going to find the best content on social media, and you don't have to worry about it because you're going to have me right here to make sure that happens. And if you already been coming to the channel for a while, then go ahead and hit that like button, because you already know what time it is, and you know that this is where you're going to get the best content on social media. You've seen other people do it. You've even seen some people do it well. But what you have not seen is anyone do it quite the way I do it. So make sure you hit that like button. And everyone, yes, everyone, take a moment out to share the content, y'all. There are so many people who need to get great content like this. And it's just a small thing you can do to help the world be a better place. And isn't that what we want at the end of the day? Don't we want the world to be a better place? Of course we do. So share the content out. Share it through your social media. Share it through word of mouth, or even text someone's phone. But do what you got to do to help spread the word. All right, folks, today we are here with another very interesting subject, something that is not really looked at too often, but should be. Today we are going to be dealing with a subject dear to some people's hearts. I'll say that. It's probably dear to some people's heart. But you know, even though we do some we do some serious stuff, we're gonna do some serious stuff in a tough way. And this is gonna be another one of those days, y'all. Today we are going to deal with black men, black women, or white people. Who creates our biggest drug problem? Okay, so we're talking about Black America as a whole. Who creates our biggest drug problem? Now, before we go deep into this, I want to take a moment out to say shout out to the people who give me views on a regular basis, because y'all make the fam. Appreciate you. Shout out to the people who leaves comment after the stream. All that's much appreciated. You help with the algorithm. And of course, I do try to address the comments that are made after the stream. Sometimes it take a little while, but I try to get to each and every one of them. Shout out to all the people who hype me up every chance they get. Much appreciated. You're helping with the algorithm, helping this thing grow. Shout out to all the people who hit that like button, y'all. A very important thing, as you may have figured out, a very important thing. So make sure you've done it. And shout out to all the people who go above and beyond the call of duty, the people who step up and give financial contribution to the channel, which allow me to do things that I would not be able to do without you, and allows me to put on just that much of a better channel for you. And I appreciate it big time. I appreciate it big time. So today we are going to be dealing, well, first of all, before we even go into it, let me say, shout out to the sponsor of today's stream, John S. He is the sponsor of today's stream. Shout out to John S. All money on the wood is good at the Roger Report Live, and I appreciate John S. just as much as I appreciate anyone else. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And let me give a few shout outs to some of the first people to check in this morning, because when you start a show, it's great to have people checked in and ready to go. So y'all know how it goes if you've been around here. There can only be one. And that one today is the one, the only, Gold P himself, y'all. He is like what we like to call the Highlander of today's stream. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to Bruce on Wayne is in the house. Great to see you. Great to see you. We got Trey Bentley representing as he always does. Hashtag long live habitual line steppers. Hashtag Negroes in the wilderness. Hashtag dignity over vagina. Hashtag Al Gore's baby. Hashtag hell Hydra. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you. We got my main man Tunnel running in the building. What's going on, my brother? Great to see you. Great to see you. We got a smooth brother himself, Chef Mike's Round Table. The Pit Master is in the building. Great to see you. Great to see you. We got the one, the only, Sarah B is here. Hey, Sarah. Great to see you. Great to see you. Boot Camp is in the house. I'm glad to have you. Glad to have you. Afro Merchant is checking in as well. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Y'all, I decided today we're going to try a slightly different approach, y'all. I would like to try a slightly different approach, but that's if the guests want to do it. Because if they don't, then I can't do it, because I can't do what I need them to do if they're going to do it. And if not, I just do the thing myself, because it don't make me no never man. You know, you got to put on a great show no matter what's going on, no matter what's going on. So if there are guests who would like to come up to speak on this particular subject matter, I'm inviting y'all to come up immediately, okay? Guests can come in right away, y'all. But we are going to be looking at the drug problem that Black people have had in the United States of America. All right? Now, Black men have participated in this, and I've told y'all time and time again, I never remove people from what they actually did, okay? You know, I blame people for what they actually did, all right? So Black men done did some things when it came to the drug game. White people did some things when it came to the drug game. And Black women have did some things when it came to the drug game. So what I would like to do, okay, y'all, and we got one guest who already came up, and I'm going to ask him what position he's going to take. What I would like to do is have the guest today take a position on who basically made it worse for us. But you can pick between Black men, you can pick between Black women, or you can pick between white people, y'all. And the thing is, I want y'all to just pick what side you want to take and just handle that side so we can have a real good in-depth thought process on what really, 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 truly hurt us here in Black America when it came to the drug game. Because I've done the show before, you know, that the war on drugs was clearly not a war on drugs. It was clearly just a war on Black men. I didn't really see it other than that, especially as I got older and learned more about what was actually going on. So, yeah, there was a war, and it was on Black men. Point blank, period. Now, some Black men got involved. Hey, I can't remove you from what you did. It is what it is, okay? So if you was out here trying to get your Rick Ross on, that's on you, okay? You know? Now, if you saw yourself as a drug lord, that's your business, but you did that. I ain't got nothing to do with that, okay? I ain't got nothing to do with that, so I can't remove what you did from yourself. But there was a lot of other people involved trying to help you get to where you, quote unquote, wanted to be. And a lot of times we don't really have any discussions about that. So I thought this would be the actual proper platform to do that in. So we now have the Great Black Reset who is now joining. And Great Black Reset, since you done came up first, I'm going to ask you, brother, which position would you like to take? I want you to make an argument that whichever position you pick hurt the least and the other people hurt the worst. So you got black men, you got black women, you got white Americans. Which one would you like to take on and say this group hurt the least and the other groups, they hurt the worst?
All right. Good morning,
you know what? Let me say this. Let me say this too. Let me say this real quick, before you even go. Y'all, I am not even asking y'all to necessarily. I'm just asking y'all to take a certain position. What you truly believe, that's on you. At the end of the day, I'm just supposed to take a position. And anyone who's been on the show before, you are definitely welcome to come up. So, come on if you're coming. All right, go ahead, Great Black Reset.
Okay, I just want a quick point of clarification. Are you asking about the origins, or are you asking once the problem existed, what made it worse? What are you asking?
I'm asking for you to use whatever you want to use to prove your point. Whatever way you want to use to prove your point.
Listen,
Swing all swords. Swing all swords.
I am going to take the position of white zaddy.
So you're going to say they hurt us the least and the other two hurt us the most?
Oh, you asked me who hurt us the most.
Hold on. Excuse me. My bad. I'm trying to make sure I say this clear so people would understand. Take the position of who you believe hurt or who you want to argue for. I'm not even saying who y'all believe. Who you want to argue for hurt us the least and the other two entities hurt us the worst.
You gonna make me take the position of black women?
That's fine. That's what you want to take. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely fine. Okay. You're going to say black women hurt us the least and black men and white people hurt us more, which is absolutely fine. We got Tron joining us. Tron, I hope you heard what I just said. I want
wait. Before Tron gets started, I want to say this to the panel, and I want to say this to the audience. Roger made me do this. I did not want to do this. Roger made me do this. He asked this crazy question, and I'm up here defending black women today. Roger made me do this. Go ahead.
This is not personal. This is just so we can have a legitimate, real discussion based on what people want to put out there at the end of the day. And it's better people listen to us than a bunch of white folks anyway, if you ask me. So now whoever takes, black women's side and, multiple people, I can only hold a panel of 10. So, only, I guess 3 at most can take a position, so I will take the position that's necessary. And if there's 9 people taking a position, then I just step to the side and do more of a moderation type of thing because I can only fit 9 guests up. So it is what it is. Shout out to No Placeholder. He say, stay off the wood. Ninja smoke way too much. Now, I think he's talking to you. That's what I'm gonna guess with that one. I think he's talking to you just because of what you just said. That's how I'm taking that. So shout out to No Placeholder. Appreciate you, my brother.
That's why I'm passing through Boston right now, and I ain't gonna stop. Yeah.
Shout out to Serious Rod. He said Reset being a crash dummy today. Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Ain't even heard what I had to say there on my top today. Roger, this ain't gonna go well today. It's gonna
go just fine. Because I was gonna take the position and nobody else was gonna take it. So I was gonna do it myself. We're gonna do what we gotta do out here. Now, Tron, which position would you like to take? You can take a position that either black men hurt us the least and it's the other two, black women hurt us the least and it's the other two, or white people hurt us the least and it's the other two.
So sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you, brother.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, can you repeat what you said, Roger? Because I can't hear you.
I would like people to take a position today. The position we're gonna argue is whatever group you take, you're gonna argue that they hurt us the least. and the other two groups hurt us more. So
Okay.
you can pick black men, black women, or white people. Whatever what you want to argue. It's not even necessarily what you believe, but what you want to argue hurt us the least, while the other two groups hurt us the most.
This is tough. This is tough because I would say niggers hurt us directly the most, but black women
Amen.
create the drug dealers, and the white man supplies the drugs. I'm gonna
It's all
say
bad no matter what you do. It's all bad. But I think we, as our
okay.
own people,
Okay.
need to have
Well,
a real discussion about it.
I'm rationalizing. So I'm gonna say the person that hurts us the least
You rationalize on this gonna take all day.
is probably the white man. Probably the white man.
So
The white
so you're gonna take the white man's position,
man. Yeah.
which is fine, which is absolutely fine.
So
Okay.
he gonna defend the plug. Okay.
All right. And well, as more people choose to come up, they'll take a position, and we can get going because we got three of us. So I'll take the position that wasn't taken. You took white people. Okay.
There you go.
Great Black Reset, you took black women, so I'm gonna take black men. And as others come up, we're gonna ask y'all to take a position because I think whatever we honestly believe, it ain't even about what I believe. It's about us having a actual real conversation about where this stuff really took. So I'm gonna take the black men position. I'm gonna say black men hurt us the least, and there's black women and white people that hurt us more because that's the one that was left. All right, what now? Tron has Ivy League privilege, so I'm gonna let him make the first argument. Tron, you got it. Say these white people's bacon. Go ahead.
All right. So we debating today. Okay, we debating today. So, all right. Let me put on
Yeah,
my
we're doing
debate.
something a little different. We're doing something a little different.
So okay. So I would say resolve. White people, when it comes to drugs, white people have the lowest impact on the drug epidemic that black people have had since the Vietnam War. My position is that yes, white people brought it into the country. Yes, white people brought it into the neighborhoods, but the proliferation of it, the spread, the use, and the force of it came from black people. So by this measure, I would say white people played the least impact role in drugs in our community. Thank you.
Okay.
Wow.
Great Black Reset. I'm gonna let you get in next.
Well, as you can see, the white man does not like taking accountability. That's why me and him get along so well. You know, we both the same in that area. Now, as history told a story, our black men, my black kings went off to war to the Vietnam War, proved themselves, and came back with a slightly higher status than they previously had. You know, some of them did come back with some drug problems. I give them that. But, you know, after when you 18, 19, 20 years old and you're out there killing folk, you might hit the pipe every now and then. So I forgive my brothers for that. However, when that wasn't enough, the CIA decided to pump drugs into our community shortly before starting the war on drugs. Now, I'm trying to figure this out now. Is the CIA run by my brothers? I don't think so. Is the CIA run by my sisters? I don't think so. I think the white man supplied the drugs. I don't think no brothers owned no boats back then that was bringing stuff over here into the community. No, I recall the white man sending drugs over to our community. You know why? Because we still was kind of with our brothers. You know, I took the food stamps. Yeah, I took the subsidies. I did. I admit that. I took what they gave us. But some of our brothers were still with us. That wasn't enough for the white man. So he went on down there to Columbia, made some purchases, and pump that stuff real cheap off into our community. Because if we remember, cocaine was the white man's drug, and it was very, very expensive. Somehow, even though we ain't got no chemist in the community, we ended up with crack. How that happened, Mr. White Man? How that happened? That's my opening statement.
Wow, that's okay. Good. We off to a good start. We off to a good start. Now, Bronk has come up, y'all. Bronk, we doing something a little different today. Today, you're gonna have to pick a position. You got to pick a position of who you believe hurt the Black America the least. Well, who you want to argue for? I don't care what your belief is. Who you want to argue for? That they hurt Black America the least, and the argue that the other two hurt us more. You can pick from Black men hurt us the least, Black women hurt us the least, or white people hurt us the least, and argue that the other two entities hurt us more. Which position would you like to take, Bronk?
I'll make it interesting, man.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting. That's why everybody gonna have to take a position. So, which one you gonna take?
Come on over here and pander to your sisters, brother. Come on over here and pander to your sisters.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the switch for the Black woman. I said the Black woman hurt us the least.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But you got to hold fast because a representative for the Black women has already spoken. So I'm gonna say something on the Black men's side. Okay, and we're gonna rotate the positions today. We're gonna rotate the positions. Okay, so let me speak up for the Black men then. Okay, and I know y'all think this is gonna be tough that I ain't ready to say the Black men. Hey man, number one, we didn't even know what drugs was. Okay, that's number one. So, did we supply any? Absolutely not. We smoke weed. All right, weed is a plant.
That's drugs, sir.
Weed. Excuse me, sir. I have the mic, sir. Okay.
I thought I was muted. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. Well, you clearly was not.
I apologize.
Okay. We know about some plants. Okay. We got some some agricultural background. We know about some plants. That's weed. All right. And you know what? We are so limited in when it comes to deal with drugs that they had to make weed a drug just to even really bother us. So we don't really have anything to do with drugs on for real. We have nothing to really do. We don't even know how to make drugs, truth be told. Meth, have no idea how to make it. We didn't take that in school. Cocaine, we don't know what it's used for. We don't even know where to get it from, truth be told. A lot of Black men, even ones who sold drugs, we don't even know where it come from. So, at the end of the day, we are out here trying to work. We're trying to do our best. The government is pressuring us. Women are pressuring us to get all these different things done while literally being in the way of us doing the things that they say they need us to do. They say they need us to work. They say they need us to provide. They say they need us to buy this and buy that, but they always get in the way when we're trying to get that done. So, truth be told, if it wasn't for the pressure of white folks from a societal standpoint, and if it wasn't for the pressure of Black women, Black men wouldn't even have a drug issue at all. We might have a weed issue, but that's a plant. It's not a drug. So that's what I'm gonna say, opening up for the Black men. Now,
you niggas always blaming Black women. You always blaming Black women.
Hey, I'm blaming white people and Black men. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for, to play the blame game today. Now, shout out to Renzo Jones. He says, "Plan Reaganomics. The top of the elite pyramid is metaphorically Sugar Hill to those who know. Unfortunately, it took my father out, a 17-year-old fallen Marine. Simplify and salute." Hey, sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that. Thank you for the super chat, of course, though, but sorry to hear that took your father out. Real talk. And I'm going to agree with you. There definitely was planned Reaganomics all up and through here. But we have Sims also joining. So I'm going to ask him what position he's going to take because it's it's the white people turn next. But let's see what position Sim wants to take. Sim, you can pick between trying to protect the black men, trying to protect the black women, or trying to protect the white people. Which one you gonna say is hurting us the least and blame the other two the most?
Well, hold up. I have put it in the back. Give me like 20 minutes because I'm handling something real quick, and then I'll jump back on with you. My
Okay,
fault.
that's cool. Well,
He
all
wasn't
right.
gonna, he
Well,
wasn't gonna say nothing anyway. He wasn't gonna say nothing worth hearing.
well then we gonna give it to Tron, and then after Tron we'll take Bronk because he said he's gonna take the position of the black woman is God. I'm just joking, of course, but Tron, it's y'all position's turn. That's what we're doing. It's y'all position turn. So go ahead, say something on behalf of the white people who basically knew what drugs was. Because us black men, we didn't even know what it was.
All right, so shout out to the white delegation. Hope everybody's doing well. So first of all, y'all see, this is the thing about niggas, man. Y'all sit up here and be saying shit that not even true. The drugs won't even come from us. Your own Frank White told you an American gangster that came from Thailand, Asians, right? Snowfall told you that it came from Colombia, the Latinos. So if you want to be mad at the person who supplied the drugs, talk to them. Because it was the Asians and the Latinos that knew what poppy plants were and put it in brick form. We was just the shippers. Just like we shipped y'all from one continent to another for slavery, we were shipping cocaine, right? You can't blame us because we're good at logistics. Number two, I did not put I did not put the pipe to your mouth. Wesley Snipes did. P. Diddy did. Jay-Z did. He did not put the needle in your arm. Melly Mel did. Right? Cool Herc, White Lines, they did that. They glorified that. The Singletons, when they made the movies, they glorified that. Right? Making the drug dealer the movie star. So at the end of the day, hey, if you want to be mad at us because we know how to sell ships, cool. But to say that we provided the drugs, that is false. And I'll move right there.
All right. Shout out to No Placeholder for the super chat. He said, "Yeah, Roger, we mediating. We mediating. That was legal. WTF." Well, hey, some legal stuff will get said, but we are not here trying to present that we are going to have any legal ramifications due to this stream. We are not trying to represent that at all. We are not representing law enforcement or anything of the such. We're just people talking. And even as we are just people talking, we got Brock coming in, and it is time for the women's delegation. Okay, the delegation is a good word, so we're gonna use it. So it's time for the women's delegation. Brock, you chose to protect the women. Go for it, brother. What you got to say to this? Brock, you on mute?
Oh, okay. All right. Can you hear?
We hear you now. You're a little low, but we hear you.
Representing all the hyenas, okay? I'm going to say that we had nothing to do with this drug problem besides what you all have put in our hands to hold for you. We smuggled the drugs into the prisons in our pussy prison so you can make money while you locked away. We hid the drugs in our Section 8 apartment that you was holed up in. We took the charge at that time when you got caught with the drugs so that you could stay out there and sell it to feed the family. So the only time that we've ever taken drugs was to get an epidural to push your babies out. So that's about the extent of the involvement when it comes to black women in this drug problem. We've just been by your side doing what you've been telling us to do, going where you've been telling us to go. So if anything, if there is a problem that we contributed to, you led us to contribute to that problem. And I'm gonna close my case there.
Very strong case there. Very strong case. It's gonna be a short stream.
Not really, not really, because I believe what he just said really shows how black women were way too far involved and really pushed this whole thing. If it were not for black women saying that I gotta sell these drugs so I can be somebody, if it wasn't for black women trying to live a certain lifestyle, I wouldn't have to sell this stuff in the first place. If it wasn't for black women playing me because I wasn't a drug dealer, I go to school, I try to hit the books and do the stuff that I'm supposed to do, and she laughed at me, she make fun of me and all kinds of stuff. Then she won't give me none because she'd rather go be with a drug dealer. Heck, even if I was messing with her, she'll leave me because a drug dealer came around. She pressured me into doing all this stuff. And while she was with the drug dealer, why would she have something in her vagina from time to time? Because her whole thing was, no, this nigga gotta keep selling these drugs. I like the lifestyle that I live, and this nigga gonna make it happen for me. And guess what? He gonna have to do it because I want the lifestyle that the white people put on TV for the white woman. That's what I want. The white people keep telling me what my lifestyle should be. He say, look at these white women. Look how they living. If that black man won't put you in the same car, if he won't put you in the same home, if you don't have the same leather couch, if you ain't got the same big screen TV, you a nobody. So the white man told the black woman how she's supposed to live. And the black woman told me I got to sell drugs so I can make it happen. Thank you for what you just said to help prove my point. Appreciate that.
Wait a minute. Only
Hold on.
thing we
Hey. It's the women. I mean, it's the white people delegation time. You gonna have to hold it, brother. You gonna have to hold it.
Yeah, I'm back in the house, Roger. So whenever you're ready, you could
All
give me
right,
an alley
Shark.
oop.
This is what you got to do. You got to tell us what position you're gonna take.
All
You
right.
got to take the position of white people hurt us the least and argue this the other two people fault, or same for black women, argue that they hurt us the least and it's the other two, or you can argue for black men hurt us the least and it's the other two. Which position you gonna take?
I'm gonna have to go with black women hurt us the least, and it's the other two.
Look at this. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna say right now we got three people who choosing to represent black women. So the other folks come up. Well, no, Bronx done disappeared. If he don't come back, he gonna lose a spot. He don't come back. Oh, there you go. All right, so we got three. So, anybody else who come up gonna have to take the other two sides at this particular point. We got three.
now
Niggas
you
want to
want
be
some help. Now you
niggas
want
want to
some
be
help.
safe. No,
You
it
ni-
ain't that. It ain't that. I'm just
you
trying to make it fair, brother. I'm just trying to make it fair. That's
you
all it
ni-
is.
you niggas don't never want to work hard. Y'all lazy, just like the white man been saying all these years.
Yeah. So like my reason for saying that the black woman contributed the least is because we are and this is like
Well, matter of fact, hold fast.
See
I
that? He don't
gotta
want us to
give.
talk. He don't want us to
I
talk.
gotta get is I made my argument, so therefore the white people gotta get their representative. So if he going to black women, we gotta let Tron get his thing out for white people first. So go ahead, Tron, and then we go to Shark.
Salute to you. You know, you was a good. You must have been in the house because you
Good
can talk.
nigga. House nigga.
So, so first, I want to say this. Listen. See, this is diabolical right now. Your own black people sold you poison, and white people didn't even make it. The Asians and Latinos did, but you guys are so on white people's nuts that it just got to be our problem. No, the problem is you lack community, you lack brotherly love for one another, like the good book says, and at the end of the day, you guys are happy to poison a nigga for $1. You're willing to poison your own brother over for $1, and then on top of that, y'all and these passport bros run into the south of the border where the stuff come from, talking about get you Latino. That is wild. And it's still the white man's fault? My God. This is why the black community has never been built. Delusion, delusion, delusion.
Okay. Tunnel runner, real quick. What position you can take? We only got two available to you. You can take either the white people's position or the black man's position. Who you gonna fight for?
I'm fighting. Well, who's the worst is the white man. I'm taking the white man's position.
No. You gotta pick who you think. You gotta pick. Well, then you're gonna take black men. That's gonna be your position.
He started off real good. Don't stop him. Don't stop him.
All right. So what you got to do, Tunnel Runner? Because that first came, first served. You gonna have to take black men's position with me because you say white people hurt the worst, which means you're not taking them. The black women been taken up right away. So now you over here with me as far as you gonna be down for for black men. We got Pink Toes coming up.
Know where he going?
Pink Toes. Yeah. You gotta take a side. Are you gonna take the side of black men saying that we hurt the least and there's more white people than black women, or are you gonna take the side of white people to say they hurt the least? What position you take?
We're
doing something different today. You got to take a position. All right. Well, while you take time to think about what you're gonna do, we're gonna give it to Shark because it's the black women's delegation right now. So Shark, you chose them. You get to speak up for black women on this one, and we'll go to black men next. Go ahead, Shark.
Yeah. So I chose black women as the person who had the least effect on the whole drug game.
No, my bad. I gotta get the super chat in. Shout out to KNC and Red. He said, "I'm done with life. It's Keisha's fault. And it's
Yeah.
Hope I did that pretty good. All right, go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say she has the least effect on the whole thing, and the white man has the second to least because he brought it over, but we also had part in bringing it over because you forgot about Frank Lucas with them coffins coming from through the army, but we didn't have to sell drugs to each other. We chose to do that.
Was that the black woman's army, the black man's army, or the white man's army?
It don't matter whose army it was. That nigga put them things in that goddamn coffin and sent them to Harlem. Point fucking blank. He ain't have to do that.
And Roger, we're
take some accountability.
Black men are innocent bystanders.
You're not innocent bystanders.
Very innocent.
Hold on. We doing things a little different today. It's the black women's delegation turn. Shark is representing them. We'll get you in a second, brother. Go ahead, Shark.
Yeah, so and I love to keep my foot in a bitch ass. So I don't forget that, right? But
we pandering to the black women today.
She had nothing
negative about our sisters today.
She had nothing to do with you feeling inadequate as a man. Like we were living, we was cool living regular. We was cool with ponies on and British Nikes, and then all of a sudden y'all niggas want to be watching living life in what's that General Hospital and all this dumb shit, and y'all want to get crazy. Mm-hmm. So black men did not have to,
rich and famous. We ain't got nothing to do with that over here.
Yeah, black men did not have to sell that stuff to each other. The Italians brought drugs and they ain't sell them to each other. We the ones that did that to each other. So you can't blame this delusion to blame anybody, to say anybody had more of effect on the drug game than us. We brought it in the house.
Okay, so he was referring to black men even though he said us. But remember, you're taking the black women's argument. So you gotta think about that as you're speaking. All right, turn around. You over here with me to represent black men because you said something against white folks, so that automatically puts you over here with me. Pink Toes, I need you to decide which side you want to represent.
You know,
Okay, so
Pink
know
Toes. You
what?
know where Pink Toes is going.
no, he
Alright.
can't go. He can't go for the women.
He,
You know what I'm saying? So
nah, he's definitely the white man.
oh,
Yeah,
He's
them
the white
Pink
so
man's
you,
fault.
Toes.
okay, cool. But hold fast, cause Tunnel Runner finna speak up for black men right now. Come on, Tunnel
Hey,
Runner, do it.
listen, we are the smallest population. There's more white people. There's more black women. We are the smallest amount. We are just innocent bystanders in this game. And we got caught up in the game, and we are the most prosecuted. But we are the smallest number of these groups. There's more black women and there's more white people. We're just a small part of this problem. And we just trying to do the best we can while we here in
Bullshit. Oh,
America.
excuse me.
That sound about right to me. That sound about right to me. Okay. All right. Well, then we gonna. Okay. So now it's y'all side, the white folks side. So Pink Toes, Pink Toes dipped in watermelon. Go ahead, give your argument for the white folks side.
My argument against them.
No.
Well, first of all,
You're for them. You're for them. You're for the white people. So you got to take a position of it was black men and black women's fault, or they were more at fault for the drug problem in America.
oh, my bad, and I gotta switch. I'm on the black man's side. It's the white people's fault.
All right. Well, if you're gonna go with that, then you got to hold fast because Tunnel Runner just spoke. Well, yeah, Tunnel Runner just spoke for us. So that means wait a minute. Yeah, that means it's
Tron.
white people turn again. So
Yep.
Tron, you got it.
Yeah, and by the way, I ain't never leaving the white people's side. They winning. Uh, so I keep hearing. Okay, so gentlemen on the panel, I want to ask you something. And shout out to Blue Magic because that brother says something really important. Nobody forced you to sell it to your brother. Nobody's forced you to sell it to pregnant women. And so yes, did we put it at the corner? Yeah, we just left it at the corner there, right? You didn't have to sell it. You could have done something else. Or my question is this, black men and black women, why didn't you just sell it to other groups of people, just not your own? Why not sell it to the Asians, to the Arabs, to the Latinos, and to the whites? That's the question.
You want a real answer?
Hey, black man, you the one selling it. You got the answer for that. We ain't got nothing to do with that over here.
I agree with the white man. So
Of course you would. Don't black people always agree with the white man? Well, I'm gonna say this then. I'm gonna say this. Trying to sell it to non-black people was problematic because white people made sure that if we tried to sell it to non-black folks, that they would lock us up. If the white people literally had to come get it from us, because they knew what drugs were and they wanted them so much, they would come into dangerous black neighborhoods that they would never walk into on any other circumstance, and they would come get it from us. So we sold as much to them as possible. That's the reality to that. That's the answer to that question, brother.
My question is why sell to your own people? Just let the white people come in the hood, you sell it to them, and then you made what you made.
Can I
We
answer that
did.
real
We did
quick?
that. We did that.
They
We
ain't do
sold to
that
white
because
people.
they
No,
ain't
you
do it
didn't
because
do that. You didn't do that.
they ain't do it because they slow and they don't like to take accountability for nothing.
Hold on, Blue Match. We don't need no help. He asked us a question.
Oh,
we,
nah.
don't need no help. Okay.
We had a transportation problem. We couldn't get to the white neighborhoods as easy as we get to the black neighborhoods.
No. Let's keep it real. They would kill us. Let's just
Them
keep it
niggas got
real. They would
them
kill us.
niggas got it. Them
That no.
niggas got so many
Let's
issues.
let's keep it real. If we go out and try to sell this stuff that the white people brought over here for us to sell, they would kill us for selling to their own people. That's the main reason.
I'm gonna say this. None of this would be a problem if y'all was listening to us in the first place. We've been telling y'all to, get in the church.
Come on now.
We've been telling y'all to get
Come
in the
on
church.
now.
We've been telling y'all to call grandmama to get out the street. But y'all don't want to listen to us. The pastor been looking for you. I go to church every
Come on
Sunday,
now.
and that's where I've
Come
been.
on now.
Y'all don't want to get off the streets, and that's part of the problem.
All right. Jumping at pink toes, because now
That's why
I was
that's why
trying
we
to
won't
go in
let you.
order, but now niggas just arguing. So pink toes, get in there.
No,
And now he ain't said nothing yet. He ain't said
that's
nothing
why
yet.
we won't let you niggas lead. Y'all don't know how to lead. I mean, look how Roger running the panel. You know, just because we was having a good recruitment over here, he all of a sudden changed the recruitment up.
Change the
Now he
game
want
up.
NIL. You
He
see what I'm
changed. He
saying?
changed the whole
Niggas
game up.
always doing
I
something.
didn't change the game up. I
He said.
said in the beginning, there's only so many people I can fit on the panel.
And
Pink toes, get in there, man. Say something.
We've been
Pitch
trying
them,
to get
something.
y'all in therapy. We've been telling y'all to come to therapy with us and
Pink
everything. Y'all
toes,
don't want to
get
do
Come
that.
in
on.
there. Say something. You
Y'all
gonna let these women?
don't want to talk about childhood issues that made y'all this way.
Pink toes, get
Nah,
in there and say something, brother.
there's
We
no
gonna get the
way.
last word because we women. We gonna get the last word. You can believe that.
There's no way you're blaming black men for this nonsense. First of all, black men don't even consume as much drug as these people. You think your cousin is a crackhead? You think? Have you ever met these people? Man, them people cooking everything. Like somebody said, the whole White House is a trap house now. Remember when they find a key in the White House? The White House. And you want to tell me, or the black man? The black man is selling it to them.
That's right,
The
black
only
man.
few time you see them white heifers in your neighborhood is because they come to pick something up. Who got the best? Who got the biggest distribution network? Who's the army for? Huh? The army that was transporting the drugs. Whose army was it? Who came up with the formula, the cocaine formula? Who started selling their shit in
See,
your neighborhood to finance the Vietnam War?
you see, this why we
Man,
won't let this.
you ain't got nothing to do with this nonsense.
This why we won't let y'all lead the community. Y'all niggas got so many excuses for the shit y'all did.
This is not an excuse. This is the explanation.
You ain't have to sell it, brother.
It's a reality.
You ain't have to.
Reality.
You ain't have to get it. And first of all, white people sell a lot of drugs to themselves. We talking about why do we sell it to ourselves?
All right,
Man,
hold
We were
fast.
trying to
Hold
support
fast.
black
people gonna
women.
want to get high no matter what, fam.
All right, hold
If
fast.
you gonna
Hold fast.
get them high and make some money, do it.
We
Fuck
got
it.
a
They
new
gonna get
guest.
high.
Hold on. We got a new guest. Usual business. Now you're gonna have to choose a position. You can't choose the black woman position because we already got 3 over there. You can choose either
You know, like
to stand up for black men, or you can choose to stand for white people. Because I can move to any side, depending upon what you take. Do you want to
I'm gonna
protect black
stand for
men, or
black
you want to
man.
protect white people?
I'm gonna stand for black man because I think we got too many.
Okay. Well,
They team a little too stacked right now, man. They
okay.
team a little too stacked right
Well,
now.
hold fast. This is what we're gonna do then, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. We got 3 for black women. Now, Pink Toes, Tunnel Runner, and Usual Business saying they're standing for black men. So that's 3 for black men, 3 for black women. So I'm gonna convert over for white people. So now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to destroy on the white people side. Now other guests is welcome. If we get 2 more people to come in for white folks, then I'll just moderate. Lord knows I did not want to have to do this, but I'm a killer. So okay, Usual Business, go ahead and get us going. Make your argument, and we'll just let it flow from there.
I'm gonna simply say this: the drugs came from where? They came from. Yeah, you're right. They did come from China, right? Or they did come from Colombia. Well, who the one who got the boats for that? From my understanding, Negroes ain't got no boats. You got some boats? Any of you Negroes in here got some boats? I'm pretty sure Negroes don't got no boats though. Now I know the U.S. military got some boats. They got a lot of boats, a lot of ships, a lot of guns, right? But they also got a lot of bases, a lot of places, man. So we got the person who has the capability, the boats and the logistics to do it, right? Then we also have the person who also control the finances who can do it. I mean, from my understanding, what happened to the manufacturing bases that we had in the United States? Why they're all in China? That's kind of a new phenomenon. So if the whites can explain that to me, I will be very, very, very happy, and I'd like to appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, but it's on white people now. So this is me and Tron. Tron, what you want to say anything right now? Or you want me to go ahead and handle this? Go ahead. You unmuted. Go ahead.
So hold on. So who's on my side now?
It's me now because these chumps done took.
Oh, welcome, brother. Welcome. We got your hood and sheet right in the back. We ready.
Yeah, I hate to do this to my own people, but they done forced me, so it is what it is.
Yeah, so
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That nigga switched. That nigga switched teams
hold on, pause. A
because
white
he
man
was losing. He switched
A little too
teams.
easy, bro. A little too easy.
Silence. Ugawa. A white man is talking right now. All right. Now, God darn it. Now listen. See,
That nigga recruitment strategy was horrible, so he went to another school.
You have no power over here, sir.
Listen,
I'm sorry, Zaddy. I'm sorry, Zaddy. I apologize.
Go ahead, Clay.
At the end of the day, and black women defenders, you know I'm right. At the end of the day, it was black men that put the needle in her arm. It was the black man that put the cocaine in her nose. It was the black man that gave birth to the crack baby. Bottom line, white men ain't make the product. White men ain't sell the product.
That's right.
That's it.
Amen.
Right.
All right.
I'll
Please, Zaddy.
We also dealt with the trauma from it all. We dealt with the abuse from it all. We as black women had to put up with the aftermath
Notice
of
he
it.
didn't say nothing about shipping and distributing. He didn't say nothing about shipping and distributing.
Okay, well, look, I'm gonna say this since I'm on the white people's side now. This what the issue is. Niggas wanted to
Tore
get
our
rich.
community apart. Yes, you did. Y'all two got together and destroyed the black community.
You niggas wanted to be rich, and you wanted to entertain hoes.
Yep, nigga rich.
And so you concentrated your efforts instead of going to school, instead of getting your education, instead of trying to go the extra mile in a chemistry class. You want to find out chemistry about how to turn cocaine into crack. That's the only chemistry y'all knew: cocaine and crack. Couldn't tell us nothing else about chemistry, but cocaine and crack. You know that though. Now y'all wanted to ball out, so because y'all wanted to ball out and play with these hoes, y'all did what y'all did. It's that simple at the end of the day. You want to impress them hoes, and you wanted to, be the king of the neighborhood. You saw a movie and thought you could be what's the dude in the movie? What who Wesley Snipes playing that movie? Who Wesley Snipes playing that movie? Y'all know what I'm talking about. In New Jack City, you want to be that Wesley Snipes character. So therefore you wouldn't leave drugs alone. We couldn't keep drugs from y'all. We as white people who tried to enforce the laws of this land couldn't keep drugs out y'all hands. It's that simple at the end of the day. It's that simple.
My little brother almost had a full ride scholarship, was smart and played football, but he chose the streets. And that's what a lot of y'all do. So
1 o'clock. Yeah, I'll be live.
Okay. I just want to ask a couple questions there. From my understanding, like you said,
Hold on, let me say real quick. Into it, you just came in. Brother, you are forced to take white people's side. Because it's 3 on each side already. So you're forced to take the white people's side with myself and Tron. And we gonna say that we gonna prove that these niggas is just out of control and it's not our fault. That's what we doing. So that's the positions that you got because you just simply came a little too late. It is what it is. All right,
okay.
Go ahead, usual business.
First thing I said, do you know any Negroes that have access to chemistry labs? Who own chemistry labs? That's what I thought. How many Negro was the educational systems that are actually fully owned and funded by Negroes, so they can actually decide what they're going to
Wait,
study?
hold on. We don't need to answer your first question because you ain't let us answer it. To answer your first question, you don't need a chemistry lab to turn cocaine into crack. You just need a stove.
And all you
Okay.
niggas had access to chemistry labs because you had them at school.
And you had a stove.
No. Actually, no. Actually, we did not.
Them niggas
I
all
mean, Jesus Christ.
upside down.
I mean, y'all don't even let me finish speaking. But the first part is who actually controlled those schools? Those schools are controlled by who?
The
Caucasians,
niggas
right?
letting y'all in.
No, Caucasians, right? Because who controls the funding? But we're not gonna go there, right? Simply, I'm just gonna ask again, right? Who hollowed out the financial base of the Midwest?
See, this is some crazy shit. How you gonna ask a question then get mad when people try to answer?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'm still trying to figure out if somebody answer that question. So who
Just
hollowed
like a
out
black
the
man.
financial base of the Midwest?
This nigga's answering his own questions. It's
I'm
crazy.
asking.
How
I'm
you
sorry.
gonna ask a question?
I mean,
White
so
folks,
black
white
people didn't.
folks.
So black men. So black men hollowed out the Midwest financial system.
That was white people did that.
Okay.
So hold
Yeah,
on.
Right now,
exactly.
for the black man, we
I
are
hold
the
on.
least
Wait.
consumers of drugs as we
I
speak
got a
right
question.
now.
Because
People
I didn't
talking
know I
about
had the
the
power
Hold on,
to
hold
move
on.
the
That
entire
has
foundation
stopped.
system to
We gonna
England.
have
Black
to.
men,
Hey. We gonna have to keep some order, y'all. We gonna have to keep order. Black women, black men, then white people. Every delegation will get its chance, but we gonna have to keep some order. We gonna have to keep some order because we can't hear. We can't hear. Now, Intuit then came up, and because Intuit came in just a little bit late, brother, you are forced to take the position to protect us white folks. So, make an argument for us white folks having nothing
What
to
up,
do with these
people?
niggas going crazy about drugs.
What up, people? What's going on? I think I listened to the post. I listened to what you guys did yesterday, and I'm proud of every single black man that made their points yesterday. I'm sorry I missed it. I see another important issue, such as drugs in the black community. I'm not sure what the white person uh, side of it is. I'm going to do some more listening, but I just want to make a few comments. Drugs is a problem and has been a problem for a long time. Now, don't get me wrong. Drugs has been a problem in America. We're not maybe we're the distributors or the ones who sell drugs on the street, but all kinds of people out there are using drugs, and somehow it ended up in the black community. We can talk about that when we get to it. But my point is this: we as black men have to come together and talk about this issue and remove it from the black community and hand it off to somebody else.
All
That's
right,
all I'm gonna say for right now.
okay. Into we doing something a little different today. We having a debate about who hurt us the most. Okay, so because of you not showing up a little bit earlier, you got forced to be on team white people. Okay, it's team black men, team black women, and team white people. We
Yeah,
are gonna argue that white people hurt the least, and it's these niggas that hurt the most. They hurt the black community because we on the white people side now. So I hate to do this, and all I'm gonna say is good luck because I think I can beat all these niggas in any debate because they niggas, we white. So these niggas can't hang with us.
yeah. I have to agree that right now it's 100% on Pookie and Ray Ray and whoever's selling drugs in the black community, selling the drugs to our children, selling the drugs to our women, and a lot of black women, believe it or not, play a huge role of keeping that in the black community. And right now, I have to tell you, right now, we don't need drugs in our community anymore. We don't need them there. So I have to agree with you on that. That hey, it's these black folks out here that are doing it.
Okay, So that's us from the white people. Black women, go ahead, represent.
We are definitely not playing a huge role in getting the drugs into the community. Black women are the most oppressed people in American society as a whole. You know, we
We make the least amount of money. We ain't got no money to spend on drugs.
Y'all see how he laugh? He can't even get his own argument out
listen,
without
listen,
chuckling because he thinks it's nonsense.
in all seriousness though, look. Since we got off the slave ships, we've been raped, we've been battered, we've been abandoned by our own men. Even during slavery, the men were not even strong enough at that time to stand up against the white oppressors. They didn't even protect us then, and they don't protect us now.
Niggas
So,
ain't been shit since they got here.
so how we feel collectively is that we should just worry about ourselves because at a time where everybody should have been worried about us, they weren't worried about us. And we've suffered the worst amount of abuse, not only from the white man, but also from our own black men who were in that enslavement with us.
Okay, heck of a statement. Black men, one of y'all got to respond. One of y'all up. What y'all
Okay,
doing?
I got you.
Yeah.
The
What
first
I was
issue.
saying, Roger, can you hear me? Am I coming through?
I mean, go ahead, Tyrone. Go ahead, man. You all right?
Go ahead, Tony Runner, but could you hear you didn't hear unusual business?
I don't think they can hear each
No, I
other.
didn't hear him.
No, we probably can't
But
hear you.
I
Yeah.
was just saying that we right now we are the smallest. We don't consume the least amount of drugs. White folks are going crazy in Maine and New Hampshire and in the Midwest, and black folks are not taking that many. We are black men are the least members of taking drugs. We have not taken drugs as we used to. We are the least amount. We have women on depression, drugs. Black men are going all natural.
Okay, I want to say something real quick.
So those problems were back in the past, and because of what was happening, we
He
have
can't hear me.
cleaned
That's what
ourselves
I'm
up, and we are upright, standing
Oh, he
black men.
can't.
Okay,
He can't hear
saying.
you.
He
all
can't
Unusual
hear
right.
me.
business.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, Tony Runner, I'm gonna need you to turn your phone off, turn it back on, because you can't hear usual business. So dip out real quick, reset your phone, come on back. All right.
All right.
All right, and don't be all day. Tony Runner, come on. Don't come on now.
Them niggas running on CB time.
No,
What you
that's
talking
all good.
about?
No, it's
All
all
right.
good. I'm paying profit out here, bro. It's all good. I'm paying
Go ahead,
profit.
usual
That's cool. I
business.
like this.
Go ahead. You say what you was gonna say, brother.
All right. It's simple as this, man. I think the black woman had said something around she was hot, but something to do during slavery. If I remember correctly, dude, and daughters of the trade, wasn't the black woman out there actually making deals to help white men get more black men to put them into slavery? If I remember correctly, so I don't know if we necessarily all in the same game together. Let's not do that, right? And if I remember correctly, black women got hit the last 100 years of slavery. So that last like that first little 400, that was a solo trip, you know. That was a solo black man trip. I mean, she got here kind of the last little tail end of that. So I don't know about that end. Um, what else? When it comes to the behavior of the black woman, I'm gonna say this much. If you don't align with me, then how can you call yourself my woman? If you don't align to what I say, then you can't be my woman, right? So I think we have a conflict of interest right here when it was coming, at least on the black woman take. When it comes to the white men, well, like I said, I don't know no black armies that's running around the United States of America. I'm just gonna let that stand.
Okay. I'm gonna jump in for the white folks then. It's Team White People turn. And shout out to King C and Red. He said, as Roger Report Live, drug supports AAU teams and buys turkeys on Thanksgiving. Keep the lights on at you ninjas' mama house and give you something to rap about. Now, shout out to King C and Red, because as a representative of the white delegation right now, this is why these niggas can't stay away from drugs. Because they want to get turkeys and they want to rap. That's simple at the end of the day. They want to support AAU teams, but won't buy school kids books. Check that out. They swear they for the community. They'll buy you a turkey, but won't buy you some school books. I'm just saying. You know,
I'm gonna ask you a question though.
it's Team White People turn. It's Team White People turn. We don't need your help. Okay.
You hear white Zed over there. Be quiet, nigga.
We'll that's the problem right now. You niggas can't control yourselves. That's my point. You niggas can't control yourselves. All right. If you niggas could control yourselves, number one, all you want to do is have sex all day. That's all you want to do. You don't want no real job, which is why you want to sell drugs. You're lazy. That's why you want to sell drugs. You don't want to get out there and work no 9 to 5. You don't want to get out there and work no 3 to 11. Excuse me. It's Team White people. Excuse me.
He's out of control. Lock him up. Out of control.
Excuse me, y'all. One at a time. It's Team White People turn. Okay, I'm representing Team White People. Y'all gonna show me. Y'all gonna show me my white respect. You gonna show it to me. You gonna show me my
fuck you, my boy.
And see, this is why we have a drug problem. You black people won't control yourself, and the same way y'all acting on this panel is the same way y'all acting in the classroom. That's why you can't get your grades up. That's why you got low math scores.
Do we got any plans going to Colombia?
You out of control. Out of control. This is why we have to call the police all the time, right here, because these niggas out of control.
It's got to be one at a time, y'all. It's got to be one at a time. This is white man's order. One at a time, y'all. Can you please control yourself so we can have a good debate that's going to be good for the audience? Can you please control yourself? Okay?
I don't know.
This is why black kids fail in school. We as white people, we give you all this money to put you in position to win. And all y'all want to do is sell drugs because you got to talk in the classroom. That's the problem with y'all right now. You want to talk. Don't want to pick up no books. Don't want to read nothing. Don't want to learn nothing. You totally against the education system that we have provided for you as white people. And then act like selling drugs ain't the automatic thing you're going to end up doing when you leave with no education. And then going to blame us for it. That is disgusting.
So I have a question. Is the educational system that you are providing not
it goes to Team Black Women after us. It's Team Black Women after us, Team Black Men after them. So Team Black Women, y'all got to go.
Well, we would like to say as the black women delegation over here, Zaddy, you see what we dealing with over here? The nigga won't never shut up. He just won't never let me talk. He won't say nothing. And then now he got the audacity to want to get his passport and go somewhere else after he don't total the community up. You know what I'm saying? Now he's talking about going to Uganda. They got drugs over there too, nigga. You gonna be over there smoking too. And then y'all claim weed ain't no drug. Nigga, that's because 75 to 80% of y'all is smoking this shit. Now you don't want that to be classified as a drug. We through with these niggas over here. All these niggas is on drugs over here. You see, he just won't let me talk, Zaddy. He just won't let me talk.
But he just won't let me talk.
Excuse me, you toxic masculinity black men. Will you let Team Black Women say their piece? Okay, they was quiet when it was your turn. Can they have a turn?
They never quiet. What you
mean? Team Black Men, could y'all please stop y'all member from oppressing Team Black Women? Okay, he's trying to oppress them.
That's
and
how
not listen to speak their piece.
That's how they be. That's how they be. They don't want to listen to us, but they want to listen to white pastors. Anytime, that's why we have to call the police on them for them to listen.
I mean, we team passport though. I'm trying to figure out why y'all mad at us. So
we try to reason with them. But they don't like to reason with them, so we have to call the police just to remind them what we messed with.
And we do have to come lock you niggas up. That is true. We do have to come lock you niggas up because y'all just won't get an order. Shout out to Emerald 72. He said the Great Black Reset is killing me. Well, you know, Team Black women ain't no good either, so they crazy. They crazy. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That they crazy too. All right, Team Black Men, could one of y'all jump in and control your teammate, please? One of you other guys get in and try to control your teammate because he just being a little irrational. Okay, he being a little irrational.
My team member usual business is handling his business. Y'all just gotta have to respect the black man. And y'all have to respect the black man and let him talk his piece. Y'all relax, especially black women. You white people, respect the black man so he can do what he got to do. Y'all need to understand that we are the spiritual lead of this nation. And so y'all just need to y'all need to relax and let us be.
You know what? I'm going to say something from the white people side. Let me say something.
Yeah, hold on, bro. It's back to the black people time. So I'm so sorry, white man. I'm so sorry. I understand the racism is bubbling over in your soul right now, but it's actually my turn, bro.
Yeah, two black men supporting each other. That was too much for him.
Hold on. He want to talk on everybody else's turn, but when a white man want to talk on his turn, is the problem.
Thank you. I just wanted to let this be known that. Wait a minute. Who invented the internet?
A white man.
Al Gore.
No.
It was black man. It was a black man. I don't know what they got to do with this though.
No.
This is Beyonce's internet. This is Beyonce's internet. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Beyonce's internet, bro. What are you getting this Negro for, bro?
I don't know, y'all. I'm testing something. I don't know if this was a good idea, y'all. I don't know if this was a good idea.
Nicki Minaj.
We got this one nigga that can't control himself. I'm trying something new, but I don't know if we're gonna make it work, you know.
He said on Beyonce's internet. I'm like, man, get tired of this Negro, bro. I swear to God. Taking ownership of my shit, be like, it's my house. No, bitch, this is my house. Like, no, it ain't.
Like, you know what? Into it, go ahead, man. It's our turn because he done wasted a lot of time and ain't saying nothing. That's just like a nigga though. He wastes a whole lot of time and don't say nothing.
I'm gonna finish my point.
This is why we got black fatigue. And see how y'all act? You don't know how to act. You act like monkeys.
Oh my gosh.
You're not smart enough, or you don't
reality
have the highest IQ to be
the reality is the best aspects of American
society. So you don't understand how to talk or how to act in a civilized society. You have no order. You don't know how to talk. You don't know how to get together and take care of your communities. And so many of you don't know how to act. That's why we wanted you to go back to Africa. You need to go back to Africa because you're not smart enough. Your IQ is not high enough to be in a civilized society. You don't know how to act.
Now, y'all, unfortunately, representing the white man, I had to mute usual business because I had to use control methods because I'm a white man. And as a white man, I gotta play dirty. Okay, I gotta play dirty. That's what white men do. Okay, I had to play dirty. Okay, that's what white men do. Okay, so let me read this by Shark Says. He said, "Them black men lazy and no self-control, as we've seen displayed. No accountability and ultra sensitive. Just look and listen to him." He throwing low blows out here. He throwing low blows, y'all. Now we also have a new guest. We have what's it? Saint Swart. Saint Sword. Welcome to the show. We doing something a little bit different today, my brother. We doing something a little bit different today. So,
hey, Shalom, man. What type of social experience you got popping right now? I was listening to the chat. I'm like, these niggas crazy.
yeah. Well, you know what? It's gonna get real crazy for you. It's gonna get real crazy for you because if we got,
especially the nigga talking as the representation of the so-called white man. That nigga said, "Yeah, I just had to pull a fast one real quick. You know how the so-called white man get down." That shit was crazy funny.
Okay, well, you know what? Because you happen to come up when you come up, you have now been assigned to Team White Privilege. Okay, you have now been. So now I'm gonna moderate y'all because we got 3 on each squad. So I'm gonna back out and I'm just gonna moderate. I'm actually rooting for Team Black Men, but they kind of scaring me a little bit. I'm rooting for them, but they scaring me a little bit. So I'm gonna say welcome to the show because I believe this is your first time here. Correct? Is this your first time?
I think I might have came through over here maybe like a month or 2 ago, but thank you for having me. Peace and blessings to everybody on the panel, and peace and blessings to everybody in the chat, man. Thanks for having me, and I will participate in the experiment as a representation of the so-called white man. Let's get it.
Oh, okay, y'all, and depending on how this goes will determine if we'll do this again in the future. Because I think these could be somewhat cool, fun, but still get important things out if it's done the right way. But you know, I don't control what you niggas do because I was just on Team White Man, so I don't control what you niggas do. So hopefully, y'all can make this a success. But shout out to No Placeholder. He said it's amazing how the results for Black men on this panel depicts real life. Everybody ganging up on you. They got privileges. You got love. Shaking my damn head. Hey, man. We just trying to do a little experiment, trying to keep it realistic. That's what we're doing. We trying to make it realistic.
We tried to get y'all food stamps.
Yeah,
we had to provide black jobs for you niggas.
So yeah, look. We gonna let Saint Swarthy hit the floor. Gonna get him the mic, let him do his thing. He's gonna represent Team White People, and y'all we gonna go in the order. It's Team White People, Team Black Women, then Team Black Men. We gonna rotate it, y'all. We gonna rotate it. I'm just gonna kind of moderate from here since we got the different people. So Saint Swarthy, you got it, and then we'll carry on, but in the team representation form. Go ahead, Saint Swarthy. Get on them niggas.
I don't understand what's wrong. Silencia, a white man is talking. I just don't understand what's wrong with Negroes. I don't understand. I found them on the west coast of Africa swinging vines with paint on their faces, butt ass naked. We gave them soap and clothes. We brought them to America, and this is the thanks they have? What do you have to say, Negro?
Them niggas are ungrateful. That's what we've been trying to tell y'all. Them niggas are ungrateful.
Send them back to Africa.
Even when we deal with them, you know, we try to get them on, you know, our food stamps. You know, we get them on our Medicaid plans. You know, we do what we can to cut costs for them, but they just don't take advantage of the opportunities that we're creating for them by getting on all that assistance. And we're just trying to use it to lift them up. You know, I let one of my ex-boyfriends stay in my house. He almost got me kicked out. I was on Section 8, and I would hide him, you know, when the social worker would come over, but I was trying to help him to elevate. So
the only thing they won't do is use our income tax money to buy more drugs, which is the problem.
Yeah, because they always think they're going to be the next big drug dealer or something. Like they're going to flip the income tax check. And then
representing black men, we built this country for you, white folks, and for you black women. We are what y'all are standing on. We built this country. Our blood has built this country. Our spirit has built this country. So y'all need to be apologizing to us because we are the foundation of America.
It sounds like he high right now.
Hold on there, little Trey. Let me tell you something right now, little Trey. And I understand black people. I've got a black wife. We did everything for you. We brought you to this country. We made you civilized, and you commit 90% of the crimes. Every time I look at you, I'm just disgusted at you breathing in your presence. When are you going to evaporate out of the galaxy?
I also want to let this be known that 50% of what is it, all pedophiles are also white men. Also, if anything that goes down with any rape charges, most likely going to be a white man. Anything with a homicide, most likely going to be a white man. White collar crime, also going to be a white man. Genocides, I think right now, I think he still got 2, 3 going on in his belt right now. So I think he's still leading the charge for that. So
Everybody really
All
good.
right.
Don't listen to the Negro.
Let me step in. Let me step in, y'all. Order, y'all. Order. Let me remind y'all. Y'all are supposed to be making arguments about the drug problem in Black America. Okay, y'all hitting below the belt like a mug, but it's supposed to be about the drug problem in Black America. Okay, so just let me get y'all back on track. Shout out to No Placeholder. He say, I got a black wife, said by the white man. But that's how y'all know he here for the right reasons. That's how you know. A white man with a black wife, you know he here for the right reasons. So let's really back in to the drug problem in America, y'all. Let's really back in. Okay.
I told you them niggas was high. That's why they can't follow instructions. Them niggas stay high all the time. They don't even understand what you're saying to them. They can't answer your questions. They high. And they in
I heard somebody also say earlier, I think it was Roger, he said that, or no, I think it was Usual Suspect said that we don't have any boats, that black men don't got any boats. I actually used to have a friend who had a yacht. And I'm not going to, say much about where he got his money from, but yes, there are men out there who have boats, okay? I'm just saying that.
So what happens is the blacks just hang out on what they call the block all day with a sack. What the hell does that mean? And they distribute this poison to their people. They walk around pants around their fucking ankles. It just every time the other black people don't even want to live in the neighborhoods because of all the drugs they do there.
Like I said again, I always stick on the simple points, right? The simple points is this. You said I know a guy who has a ship. Okay, cool. Does he also own the harbor? Does he control the police force? Does he control the Coast Guard? I mean, he's only one man, right? So you tell me your one friend necessarily controls the entire drug trade of America? Wow, you have one good mighty friend then. Why are you on here?
He know Pablo Noriega. He owes him 100 favors.
And that's the kind of company.
In the alley.
It seems like you got deep in the drug trade myself, though. So, like I said, it seems like this white man is always in the drug trade. No matter how you look at it, his dirty, greedy hands is always in something.
For every dollar that the black man made off of drugs, the white man made triple that.
Wait, hold on. As a representative of the sisters, who the hell told you to get in the game?
You did. I mean, you did. I mean, you literally said, "Hey, if you don't make
aren't you niggas supposed to be leaders? Y'all supposed to lead us. What's going on? I don't heard you niggas talk on this podcast day after day about how y'all leaders. Now you want to say we led y'all? Which one is it now? Which one is it?
Let me ask this question too. On top of that,
I thought y'all was kings.
When the last time y'all been in
So you tell me women? So you telling me that black women don't like drug dealers as a whole, white, black, or otherwise?
You got him.
You focusing on the wrong thing. You focusing on the wrong thing.
You got him.
You focusing on the wrong thing.
You can hear a pin drop when that nigga said that.
That's because we do the best we can to hold y'all niggas down, even when y'all go to jail. We provide a little canteen.
as a representative,
Mexican Donald Trump. I mean, we get some Mexicans that are on here.
Hey, we gotta do one at a time, y'all. We gotta do one at a time. Let's
Okay, my
respect
bad.
the order. Team black women, team black men, then team white people. Let's respect the order. Wait a minute, did Tron drop out?
I've been out here getting jumped, bro.
Yeah, no, what Tron dropped
Terrence
out.
Crawford out here, bro. Terrence Crawford out here, bro.
Yeah. Tron got knocked off, y'all. So that means I'm gonna come back in to team white people. So to be 3. I'm gonna come back in on team white people. See, I can do any team I want to. I got it all. So let's just get it going with team white people right now.
You know he stayed on team white people. I'm gonna let them
Let's
be
stay on
known,
the order. Well, it's just because Tron got knocked off. Tron got knocked off. That's all it was. All right, now I'm gonna say represent white people. First of all, at the end of the day, you niggas are bad people. Okay? And because you niggas are bad people, you like to do bad things. Now, what bad thing did you have access to? You had access to some drugs. So you sold. Why? Because you niggas don't like to do the things the right way. Working hard, having dedication to a goal, without y'all doing something bad to each other, just ain't in y'all. Y'all like to go around and attack, and y'all like to sexually assault women. That's why we had to burn down towns time and time again, because you niggas have been out of control since y'all niggas been over here. All right? Since before we got this country to be the country that it was, you niggas been out of control. All you want to do is eat, sleep, and bad stuff. That's our reputation since the 1800s, since the 1700s, since the 1600s. Heck, probably since the 1500s. Real talk. So when y'all had an opportunity to sell some drugs, the problem is we as white people cannot keep y'all away from these drugs. We cannot keep you separate. We have locked you niggas up, but y'all still find a way to get some drugs. We have beat you niggas half to death. Y'all still find a way to get some drugs. We done killed plenty of y'all niggas. What y'all do? You niggas don't die, you multiply. And now you gotta have some more drugs. Y'all will not stay away from them drugs. And that's what the problem is. You won't stay away from them. The men and the women. You won't stay away. Team black women. Let me read the super chat. Then it'll be on y'all. Shout out to Elder Blood. He said, "Shame on you, Roger, for daring to host a debate between the zookeepers versus the zoo creatures." then you ask black women, are they piranhas? Hey man, I believe this is a serious thing that black people should be discussing about who played what part in something that has such a big impact on black people. Truth be told. And I don't think anyone had ever really had a discussion about these 3 different entities and the impact that they actually had on Black America as a whole. So I think it was necessary, Elder Blood. I think it was necessary. And you know, I do the good stuff over here. I do the amazing stuff, the interesting stuff, the stuff that the other content creators won't do. That's what I do over here. So I'm going to give it up to Team Black Women.
And then the black men are coming up next.
Defending team black women. See, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell the truth today. And the truth is, even though we the most educated and we make more money than these niggas, the statistics say they make more money than us. So statistically, we can't even afford no drugs.
And to back that up, y'all the ones who got us hooked on the drugs to begin with. I never tried crack until you gave it to me.
And to add on to that, there would be more y'all in college if y'all wasn't out there trying to be Nino Brown.
Man, I have not said anything about this nonsense. Y'all are tripping.
I mean, let me know what y'all
tripping right now.
I'm a
Not black men.
I'm not going to say that I was always perfect, but since I found the Lord and I've been recovering, I've stayed. And what happened when I was out there in the streets is really between me and the Lord.
Well, let me tell team white and team black women.
our president, Mr. Trump, said meth is the biggest problem right now. And we are not even dealing with none of that stuff. It's people coming off the border, the Mexicans, and the people in the Northwest, East, and Maine, and Connecticut, and states that we're not at, are having the biggest problem with drugs as we speak. It's a meth problem, and we are not involved in that meth situation.
Representing
As
Team
black
Black
men.
Women, representing Team Black Women, we're talking about the
So
problem of crack in
that's
the
what's
black
going on right
community,
now. So black men are
and
doing a great job of not
we
messing with meth and not dealing with meth. It's a
we
meth
ain't
situation
White
going
man.
on
Okay,
in
hey, man,
America.
I want to say
we
something
ain't
just so
never
you know.
Team
had
white
nothing to
man.
do with that.
Team white man. What human being would sell drugs to his own children and his own women? What human being? I don't think
Mm,
you guys are human. I
mm,
don't think none of you are human.
mm.
What kind of human being would bring a drug in and kill off his children and shoot up his neighborhood? What man? We don't think you're human. You don't deserve to be in a civilized society.
I mean,
Okay.
the term
Let me let me
civilized
let
kind of
me
odd. I
let me
mean,
let me
They
let me
was
let me
that.
say a
They
few things.
animals. They
That's
animals.
something in the
And that's
past. That's
that's
something in
why.
the past. We're
yeah.
not doing
Look,
that right
listen,
now. That's in
that's
the
You
exactly
ain't
past.
gonna
why.
pass it?
Listen,
Hold,
Wait a minute,
hold,
wait a
hold
minute, wait a
fast,
minute.
y'all. Hold fast, because this was a super chat.
so I'm not supposed to speak.
TNC and Red sent the super chat to say read his comment in the chat. He says, Raj Report Live. Apparently my message was too offensive for super chat. Panel was out of control. Must be on drugs. Now I know why your mama kept now I know why your mama kept you on meds. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you right now. It sounds like these other two teams are full of drug users. That's what I'm gonna say. It's Team White Man. The other two sides seem to be full of drug use. Team White Man seem to have no problems at all. We are good. We are orderly. We've taken instructions well, and we're literally looking at the problem of Black America. Them niggas like to argue with each other instead of just doing what's right, and that's the problem. Because guess what? I seen the women taking the drugs, and I seen the men taking the drugs. They was both doing it, so they pointing fingers at each other. They both was doing it. What kind of mess is this? They need to get it
Oh,
together. I swear for
this is
God, they needed to get it together.
representing black women. This is absolutely White Zaddy's fault because he won't marry us. If he married us and
Yep. We
make
can
us
conquer
Miss
the world
Ann,
together.
we wouldn't be dealing with these problems.
We can conquer the world together. My son already ain't got no daddy because his daddy out there selling drugs. I don't want him to see him while he doing that. So I need somebody. I need a stepfather.
As
Wait,
a
but
representative,
he not gonna marry y'all because these niggas is your brothers.
as a representative of Team White Men, I'm gonna say, well, Team White people, I should say, the reason why white men ain't marrying y'all because y'all do too many drugs.
Boy, y'all been
I'm,
cracking me up. But I
I'm,
honestly,
I'm
it's been a minute, bro.
we born again virgins. We don't. We ain't got nothing to do with that no more.
The only drugs that I do today are the ones that y'all put me on when I go see my psychologist.
And for the fact of the matter, we was only following our leaders.
But who do you listen to though?
All I know is y'all do drugs for everything. You do drugs to go to
Hold
sleep.
on. I got a
You
question.
go to sleep.
Hold on. I got a question. So you said you was following your leader. So my question is, who was your leader?
Now the
Black men,
lead
of course.
now
As
our
a
leaders
representative of
no
Team White people, I'm gonna let you know right now. Black men is their leaders. That's what they
no
talking about.
now our
Whoever
leader
whoever
now our
the
leader
leaders are, it's not us.
now the leader is Zaddy because we didn't see what y'all was able to do and we not following y'all no more.
Y'all fucking hilarious.
As a representative of Team White people, we is not married to these hoes. We are not their leaders.
We are
No,
good
no.
Christian. We are good Christian women over here, and we don't lead nothing. That's what the good word said. The good Bible says that we are the tail, and y'all the head. So y'all figure out who the leader is.
I go to the potter's
We
house.
as Team Black Men, we understand that our black women are being led by the white man, by the media, by the press, by technology. They are being led by the white men. They're not being led by us because we can't even get them to act right.
I tell you what, the only representation that we have in mainstream at all or in Hollywood as black women is what Tyler Perry puts out. Other than that, we really not even represented out here. No one knows our pain besides Tyler Perry.
He's the only one leading y'all then, because not black men. Heterosexual black men that are progressive, that are doing, that are hardworking black men are not leading y'all. It's only Tyler Perry and the white man.
I mean, my question is, what men did you submit yourself to, though?
We submitted ourselves to y'all, and look how far it got us. We got to switch the books.
No.
We got to get up off that boat.
No. Stop lying.
Y'all sold the community out for Cadillacs and Gucci shoes.
Well, I want y'all to know real quick that Team White people ain't saying nothing. This is see how they act amongst each other. The drug problem is clearly their fault. Clearly their fault.
I got 5 babies and 4 baby daddies, and they all black, and I submitted to all 4 of them, so it's y'all niggas' fault.
And they got my door kicked in. One of them got my door kicked in when I was messing with, so I already know how y'all operate.
So I mean, so I said again. So black women like drug dealers then.
That's all we had.
No, that's all. Yeah, that's all we have.
We was gonna choose.
Half of y'all niggas in jail, the other half is drug dealers. What we gonna do?
Yeah, and then everybody.
Hold on. As a part of Team White Man, I want to second that notion. Half them niggas was in jail. The other half was selling drugs. You heard what they said. You heard what they said. I didn't even say it. They said it.
Now I just wanted this. I'm just odd though. So what happened to all the jobs though that these people were doing?
You niggas.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but we lost 700,000 jobs in the past couple of years, and we can't afford no drugs.
I mean, we know how you getting your drugs, man. We ain't gotta ask no question about that. We know how you getting your drugs. We ain't gonna
from you niggas.
Complain. That's all I hear from Team Black Man. What you gonna do, Black Man? Okay, I want to know the solution.
They gonna sell more.
Well, black men, representative black men, we are doing what we're supposed to do. We need y'all to follow. Y'all black women need to follow us black men, successful, productive black men, and everything would go right. Y'all need to change your mind and get behind us so that we can lead y'all to a good future. Y'all got to follow us.
See, y'all control. That's that control
which
part right there. That's that control.
Which one of y'all? Yeah, exactly.
Well, as a representative of
Can I say something?
Let me get this in. As a representative of Team White people, I want y'all to know and understand that we would love to hire these niggas, but these niggas always high. And that's what the problem is. These niggas talking about they depressed, so they high. These niggas say they happy, so they high. These niggas say, I got something wrong with me. My arm hurt, and so they high. My back hurt, so they high. I'm depressed, so they high. They are high all the time, okay? Not only are they using black market drugs, they're also using white market drugs to do what? Get high. These niggas just like being high.
Yep, and as a representative,
the niggas got high blood pressure.
As a representative of the black female community, y'all niggas won't even take responsibility for how y'all messed up the community with drugs, and y'all want us to take leadership from y'all. First of all, you got to take accountability. Y'all always telling us about accountability. Where's it coming from, y'all?
My play brother in the other room right now, asleep, passed out on lean. That's how y'all.
I keep saying this again though. So you trying to tell me black women had to only choose between, was it drug dealers and that's it? So you trying to tell me there's no firefighters, there's no ambulance workers, there's no warehouse workers,
dealers and pimps.
Exactly.
Drug dealers. It was drug dealers and pimps. It was drug dealers and pimps.
So that's the only ones that you chose was drug dealers and pimps.
Well, we got some scammers too.
Black women, understand this, that the majority of black men are in the middle class. We only had 20% of black men that are in poverty. So there are black men making $40,000 to $60,000 a year that y'all act like y'all don't want them and don't want to follow them.
Where are
So
all
y'all
those
black
men?
women have
Where
to
are
get
all
on
those
the
men?
program.
Where are all those men? Cause the only ones I know on drugs.
No. You don't. Well, you don't know them because you're not looking for them. They are
I
here.
mean,
The majority of them
this
don't
might
have
take
children.
What am I
The
looking for?
majority of them don't even have children. So when you have
No,
4 or 5 children, they're from the wrong kind of guys.
I
Reverend,
need you niggas. I
Reverend,
need you niggas to be one at a time. Okay, y'all got to back off when somebody else is speaking and let them say then get yours in. But I need you niggas to have some order. Okay, as a white
tell them
man,
daddy.
I present a show for y'all to really have a real debate. Are y'all doing a good job? I don't know. That depends on the audience. But I need you niggas to control yourself. I've been having that problem with y'all for 400 years now. You niggas won't control yourselves. Will you please control yourselves?
Niggas out of control, daddy. They out of control. They listen. I
I'm
got
talking
four
to
baby
you too.
daddies.
I'm talking to you too.
I'm sorry, daddy. I'm sorry, daddy.
I respect you because I respect you, okay? But yeah, that black man, nah, he better shut the fuck up. Before I call the
That's
police.
why some of the good black men have to go to Uganda and Colombia to find some decent people to deal with.
Hey,
No,
shout out to hold
nobody
on.
wants you niggas anyway.
Hey, them hoes don't want you either.
Hold on. Shout out to Landon. Landon say it's amazing how black men went all the way down to Colombia to get crack.
They sure did. They sure did.
As a representative of Team White Man, I'm gonna say, man, I believe it. I believe it. That's what I'm gonna say.
And every one of my baby daddies had a Scarface poster.
Yeah.
So they ain't gonna tell me they don't like drugs.
Now, and shout out to Lorenzo Jones. He said about where the Brinks trucks and money train. Where are both parked? Who's following the money trail to its destination? I'm gonna say it's part of Team White Man or Team White People. Lorenzo, you're not a part of this debate. Why don't you leave your ideas to yourself? Don't worry about all that. You know what? We give you niggas jobs because we hire you niggas to protect that money going from place to place. We give you niggas jobs and it still ain't enough. It still ain't enough for some reason. We give you niggas jobs.
I keep trying to tell mine to go put in the application. FedEx hire for $15 an hour. That's good money.
Exactly. And them lazy niggas won't take it.
But he wanted
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You getting out of hand. I need $100,000 a year. I don't know what this nigga. I don't know what she talking about. I need $100,000 a year. These niggas lazy.
All right. Shout out to Inspired Truth Broadcast. He said, "What human would do this? A Sackler family. I don't know the Sackler family. Who the Sacklers?
That's the people from the it's the Dark family. What's the name of the family? It's
I'm gonna look it up. Don't worry. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up because I want to get the joke. This is clearly a joke. I want to get the joke, so I'm gonna look it up. Why these two sets of niggas argue about nonsense? That's what I'm gonna say. These two sets of niggas arguing about nonsense.
Team White People. Is Wells Fargo? Is that bank? Is that a black bank? Is the CIA? That's a black organization. Team with white
I
people.
don't know what any of that has to do with the fact that y'all want to sell drugs.
I'm trying to figure out is the CIA a black company though?
Yeah, I know, and I think these big banks like Wells Fargo, they got all kind of drug money going through it. I want to know if that's a black bank, or I don't think it is.
Don't worry about what we do.
I don't know what you're trying to imply. Okay, I don't know what you're trying to imply. I'm gonna say shout out to Inspired Truth Broadcast because I did just look it up, so I get the joke now. I don't know what you're trying to say because I don't know. Y'all don't put y'all drug money in the banks, so I don't know what you're trying to say. You don't put your drug money in the bank. As a matter of fact, if you put the drug money in the bank, we gonna call the FBI and get you investigated. That's what we gonna do. So I don't even know why you bringing up banks.
I mean, so
I'm gonna say this.
you investigate yourselves then. So do you investigate yourselves with your own CIA brother?
Yeah, we investigate ourselves. Every time we get around you niggas, we got to make sure our people stay clean. Of course, we investigate ourselves. And you know what we find out? You
Right.
niggas is in more trouble than we thought you was gonna be. That's what we find out every time.
I would say this on behalf of black women, okay?
Oh my
I
God.
think that black men are too concerned about what the government is doing and less concerned about what they doing. God said it's wrong to sell drugs, okay?
I'm gonna second that notion.
God said it's wrong to do drugs. And
Second
so
that.
if black men want any leadership in the black community, they're going to have to return to God and start doing things God's way. And that starts coming back to church.
I think you niggas need to listen to your woman.
Been trying to
Do
tell
you
them niggas
listen to
that
your
since
woman?
1630.
I have a delegation to the white man. Do you listen to your woman?
Brother, don't worry about what we doing. We talking about what
They
you
out
need to do. We
they
talking
out
about
of
what you
Zad.
need to do.
They out of Zad's business.
What's good for the goose is good for the
See,
gander. That's all I'm saying, man.
that's the problem. You
The
got a
drugs is in your
dedicated woman.
neighborhood.
You got a
Don't
dedicated
worry about
woman.
what we do. The
She
drugs
tell
are in
you.
your neighborhood, not my neighborhood. I live in a neighborhood with no
Say it
drugs.
again.
Why
Say
you
it
got
again.
drugs in your neighborhood? You the one that got the drug problem, not us.
Exactly.
All I'm gonna say is, man, I ain't never met no cachet of drugs that's being held by black folk. Now, I do know the CIA and the bank got a couple million pounds of drugs though, and they got it from China. Now how them drugs move from China all the way to the United States of America? Hey, that's America. That's America for me though. But like I said, Negroes ain't got no ships.
Well, as a representative of Team White People, I'm gonna say we just saw a display. The black women tell you niggas what to do, give you good ideas to go clean yourself up, make a better life for yourself, so you can make a better life for a family. And what this nigga say? I don't want to listen to you because you're a woman. That's the sexism black women be talking about.
Exactly what we talking about.
That's why we go get a broke white man off the street and take care of him. You know why? Because he ain't got no money to get no drugs. That's why.
Well, so as Team Black Men, I need to know that means that every black man that goes to church has a good loyal wife that's going to help him because he's going to church. Every single black man should have a wife because that's what they're looking for, right? They should be
I'm going to
tripping
say
over
this.
them to become a wife.
I'm going to say this. If black men were in the church to begin with, in the numbers that they should be in the church, this would be no problem. But because the church is full of black women like myself and not enough men, what
I
you're
gave
saying,
you the Bible that I wanted you to follow. I gave you that Bible. You're supposed to be following that. I gave you that Bible 400 years ago.
And we following it. We following it. These niggas just won't follow.
Why you not following the Bible, black man? I gave you that Bible. You're supposed. It's time to bring back slavery.
I mean, damn. I gave you something. I mean, shit. Well,
Sorry, black women. Sorry, black women, but you are not following the Bible.
You know
You are
what?
not following the Bible.
I don't even want that to just slide past. Because my partner here say we need to bring back slavery. And I meant to say earlier, when we had you niggas enslaved, you was not on drugs.
It was order.
I'm just saying. When we had you niggas enslaved, you were not on drugs. You were able to function better. You were able to get out there and do a full day's work. Heck, sometimes even 2 full days work without taking a hit of crack at all. Okay? So now my partner said something extreme, but maybe we need to get some consideration to what he's saying.
Look, back then we had food, we had housing, we just had to get up and work.
Exactly. That was the last time we had a good black man. That was the last time.
But now you see the white man is still helping us at least. The black women and the black men ain't doing nothing. At least the white man give us food stamps and Medicaid. They still kind of give it a same. They still taking care of our basic needs, our food, housing, and shelter. But y'all ain't doing shit. So we got to do, we got to do us. We got to go to have a hot girl summer or two, because we ain't fucking with y'all no more.
And Shane and shout out to Landon with the on time super chat. He says You have to twerk in the name of Jesus, and that's all they got to do. Little twerking, call on the Lord.
And Jesus,
but you know what? Them niggas don't go to church though. That's the problem. All them fatherless homes because these niggas don't go to church, so they don't learn about men who take care of their kids.
and twerking is not a sin anyway. Jesus don't care about you twerking.
I mean, technically, if she gonna twerk there, I mean, I can might well go ahead and meet her at the club if she gonna twerk. I mean,
even David danced before the Lord. We just do.
I'll meet
For
you.
what
I'll meet
David
you at
did.
Blue Girl. I'll meet you at Blue Flame necessarily with some hot wings. Then,
Look, as a white man on the outside looking in, I want y'all to just simply notice how that black man came up with all kinds of excuses not to go to church. I just want y'all to notice that. Okay.
Well,
All
as
kinds of
a
excuses.
team black man, if we get our reparations from Mr. White Man, I think we could change things a lot. You know, not slavery. Let's go back to slavery. Let's get reparations and see what we do.
That's the problem with you niggas. You always begging. Okay, why don't you
Don't get
work?
them.
No, the money that we deserve for our free labor. Let's get that money so we can do what we're supposed to do.
Did you have a whole? Didn't Mr. Trump had a whole conversation about quote unquote people ripping him off and not getting their money?
Look. Basically, all you're saying is you niggas have been stealing too much as it is. We
It
already
had to
got
be a
problems
nigga.
with you niggas stealing. So could you niggas stop begging for a second and just actually go work? Can you niggas just stop begging and go work? You got these women out here. These women are saying all these complaints, and you niggas ain't gave nan a solution for the complaints they got. Y'all to
They
be
need
ashamed of
I ain't got.
yourself.
They need more tariffs.
These niggas like
Tariffs on the
these niggas like
Negro. Tariffs on
they ain't
everybody.
these ain't the type of men that we supposed to have got from white daddy. Cause I ain't got but 5 kids and 4 baby daddies, and these niggas act like they don't want to take care of me. I don't understand. I don't understand.
It don't make no sense.
Team women and team white men. Remember, black men are statistically the hardest working people in America. The
We don't
black
see
man
it.
is.
We
We
don't
do
see
more hours than anybody else. We are working, so don't say that lie to nobody else because we are working.
Where the money at? Where the
Your
money at?
facts ain't got nothing to do with my feelings.
Right.
Well, see, you know what, team black women, what I'm gonna have to just, I'm on the outside looking in, but I'm gonna advise you not to trust them niggas over there. That's what I'm gonna advise y'all do. Don't trust them niggas over there. We've been giving y'all. We've been giving y'all money for a long time because the black man won't step up. All right, we want the black man to step up so we can get rid of this bill. See, it's a bill to come to niggas not stepping up. We don't say it that way because we're a little more politically correct. We're a little more politically correct, but we tired of paying this. The nigga won't step up bill. Okay, when we pay your Medicaid, that's the nigga won't step up bill. Okay,
leave my daughter alone. Stop fucking my daughter.
When you need some housing,
my children alone.
Exactly.
And take their passports too, Zaddy, because they ain't acting right.
Yeah, they ain't. They trying to run. They trying to run. They need to pay us.
I gotta use you for labor. You going back to slavery. I'm gonna use you for everything I've been using you for.
Shout out to all my hoes to monetize.
I think I stand on the precipice when I say ain't none of you motherfuckers ain't shit, and I don't think I'm gonna deal with none of y'all. I think that's the only proper answer.
I'm gonna say shout out to all my hoes to monetize. He says this is an awful role play. This doesn't require a super chat. As Team White Man, you ninjas go back to work. See, he done joined Team White Man from the stands, and telling you ninjas to go back to work. And all I'm gonna say is, y'all should listen, because that's what the problem is. You ninjas don't work hard enough. You niggas don't have no drive. You niggas don't have no ambition. You want the shiny stuff that's on TV, which is why you won't get a real job and you just want to sell drugs. You try to shortcut life. Stop trying to shortcut so much.
And just want to fuck these white hoes. Just fuck with these white hoes. They be giving them drugs too.
Usual business.
Hold on. You don't speak on our ladies, okay? You don't speak on our women. All right? You watch yourself now. You watch yourself.
Women alone.
Tell them to send the black. Tell them to stop messing with black men. Then.
I mean, is she really yours? Is she coming over here talking to me though?
Don't worry about what the white woman doing. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The white woman.
She come over here. Ain't nobody made her come over here, bro. I mean, you see what I'm saying? She walked over here, bro.
When white women mess with y'all, they are delivering drug packages because you niggas won't leave drugs alone. That's what they.
So who's she getting the drug package from? And she must be getting them from you, then, right?
Why you worry about all that? At the end of the day, you niggas went to drugs.
Black men.
My daughter is doing
black men.
You just leave my daughter alone, okay?
Okay, my bad, Hank. I promise you, when she comes to the club, she gonna leave as she came intact. I promise you.
White women are getting the drugs from black men.
There you go. Tell them, sister.
Look, white man, don't be trying to pump your sister up. She's over here with us doing what she wants to do. Why don't you control your white woman?
First of all, how dare you? First of all, how dare you? Okay, how dare you?
Or a black man.
Okay.
How dare you defile the white woman?
First of all,
on the planet, the purest woman on the planet is a white woman. How you gonna defile that?
She's over here with me. She's over here with me. Control that woman. She doesn't want to be over there with you.
I mean, they go to Jamaica, from what I heard. I mean,
they going to Belize. They go to African countries. They over there bothering us black men just being in Africa. They just running over there.
That's because you're supposed to be spending all your money taking care of my kids, but you over there spending all your money over there taking care of somebody else. They don't want you to do nothing but take care of their family. You might as well take care of mine.
I'm gonna say this once. I'm gonna say it one time only. Don't make me bomb you niggas now. You stay away from my women. Stay away from our women.
Y'all keep talking like that, we're gonna be in Uganda. Uganda's looking real good.
Oh man, bro.
We don't care where you niggas go. Okay? As teen white men, we don't care where you niggas go. Just don't get bombed on the way out. Shout out to Landon. He says you niggas not pulling yourself up by your bootstrap hard enough because you're clearly not flying. You know what? I think this Landon guy is correct. Okay, as teen white people, this Landon guy is giving you good instruction. You need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps just a little bit tough. That's your problem now. You worry about white women instead of worry about your community. There you go. Yeah, I said it. You worry about white women instead of your community.
I mean, if technically she over here with me, ain't she part of my community now, though?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Your mama black.
That's correct.
Your mama black. Your mama black. How they part of your community? Your mama black.
I mean, hey, bro. We add things in a lot, bro. You know, we add things in, take things
They're
out.
part of our community if they are following us.
We dropping a couple Keishas off, right? You see what I'm saying? We got a couple Becky's and Sulines in. It's all good though.
See, that's what's wrong with you now. You don't want to stay here and take care of your responsibilities.
I mean, like
some of y'all black women want zaddy. So we got we always talking about zaddy. So we letting y'all do what y'all do.
I mean, for all the drug dealers that you were dealing with, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna stay here and they're gonna deal with you, baby girl.
All right. Shout out to Elder Blood. He says, real talk. White men, white women, and black women, and all other people treat foundational American black men like orphans. Where is the lie? Assault, abuse, empty promise is common. Now, I'm going to say this because I am currently representing teen white people. This here's a bold-faced lie, man. We treat you niggas great. First of all, we gave y'all everything you got. That's number one. We give you your groceries. We give you your clothing. We sustain y'all. All right? We sustain y'all. Y'all been having problems since you've been free.
And we've been holding you down the whole time.
Free? I mean. The main word was since you've been free. So
Well, we don't
you
have to
know,
argue about did we
when I
take
got
care of
in,
you. We know we took care of you when you wasn't free. That ain't even in question.
I don't know if we want to take all that. You know, we got different words about taking care of. But all right, then if that's okay, then I'm gonna take care of you real soon, my friend, bro. I can take care of you, bro. I can put you in a nice little box out here. I can, you can come in my house and clean all my dishes, bro. I can take care of you, bro.
I fed you. I clothed you. I made sure you had work to do so you can have some dignity. And that's the things I get.
I mean, shit, hey, bro.
See? And I want to say to everybody listening, this is proof that niggas ain't worried about nothing but drugs. Try to have a decent show about some drugs, but these niggas worry about everything that makes them use drugs. The women talking about what the niggas ain't doing. The niggas talking about what the women ain't doing. All this is just more reason that they use drugs. We can't keep drugs out these niggas' hands. And we've tried. We've really tried to lock these niggas up. We just can't keep the drugs out their hands. We killed some niggas, they just had some more niggas.
Boy.
But I have to come back to Mr. White Man and say the meth problem is a white problem. As
It's
we
not
speak right now, it's not a
black
black
people don't use
problem.
black
We
people
don't
don't use
use meth.
meth. Black people don't use meth, so meth is useless to bring up. Cause we talking about black folks and drugs. That's what we talking about.
Well, that's the biggest problem with drugs right now, and the
We
meth and
we talking about black people and drugs, so you ain't got to worry about no. You can use a different method. You can use that. You want to talk about meth? You can use a different method to explain why you ninjas can't get your act together. That's what you could do.
I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm just going. I'm gonna go ahead. Jump down for Team Black real quick. Yeah, y'all got it, man. I got some business I had to take care of, but Team
You
Black,
know
man.
what?
Team Black.
I appreciate you publicly abandoning your squad. I appreciate you publicly abandoning your squad, and that's the problem with black men. They always
that's what's
abandon.
wrong with niggas. Every time you give them a job, they quit. That's what's wrong with them.
Yep.
that brother's going to Uganda. Leave him alone.
Yep. Now he's going to
Thank
sell
you.
drugs.
He get around his people that are positive, that want to do something.
I got me an Uncle Tom. Bring him on in. Bring him on in. Tell him how bad them niggas are. Come on, tell him. Bring him on in. We'll use you.
I guess this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna accept that y'all role play horribly, and I don't know if I'm gonna do this anytime soon again.
That's some hard shit, man. That is. I can't do that shit, man.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna get back to the business at hand, and I'm gonna talk about this because we got one more hour to go, y'all. I'm gonna give a little bit of realness at this point because we done role played for about 2 hours now. Y'all niggas did a horrible job. I love y'all, but y'all was horrible. Okay? And I'm only saying it to be honest. Y'all was horrible, but it's okay. It's okay. We tried it. It didn't quite work the way it needed to work. Now, I'm going to say this, y'all. I do think there's a real issue about black people getting upset with black people about drugs. Why? Because can't none of y'all do drugs that white people ain't engaged in. That's a very real thing. Why get upset with the people who sell the drugs, but you don't get upset with the people who sold them the drug and they sold it to you with, and when they had a specific purpose to get you on drugs. I'm gonna say that because you can always keep reaching back. We can keep reaching back, keep them reaching back. But at the end of the day, the white folks got the drugs to put into your neighborhood to mess you up. They was messing up their own people. They say, you know what? We can get these niggas with this too. We can really get these niggas with this. And they went through the trouble of trying to make sure y'all had for anyone that was affected by the y'all, because y'all is you all. So anybody who ended up on drugs at a certain point in time, the white people did it to make sure you got on drugs. They made a great effort to make sure black folks was on drugs.
Look, I have to say this because that I want to. Drugs did not show up in the black community by mistake. Okay, we actually, I grew up during that time. I'm old enough to be able to know when black men weren't able to get jobs and why drugs ended up in our community and why some black men began to sell drugs to be able to take care of their families. Now, no doubt, I agree that there's some men out there that are still corrupt in the neighborhood, and drugs has turned into a bad situation. But just like music, we've changed the music, but we've had to say some things in music, and we've done some things. We are some very, very, very strong people, and we are diverse. We've changed this world now. Drugs is a bad thing. It really is. But we took it on, and it took care of some families. It did it. And guess what? You want to know the best part about it? We ain't the highest people who are using it. We giving it to them. I've watched drugs out here in California, and I've seen white people drive through areas to get the drugs out of the black community. They got roads that drive through. They come in and get it, and they roll right out in their BMWs and Mercedes Benz. I'm not trying to say drugs is not our responsibility, but we have to take account to get it out now. Pass it on to the fucking Mexicans or pass it on to somebody else, but we got to get that shit out of here because it's hurting us. And by the way, you see how what's happening right now to the white community. The white community is getting torn apart with meth. God works in mysterious ways, brothers. God works. Drugs is never going to be our problem with getting our shit together, and we got to continue to do that. But you got to understand that right now, we got to take accountability. Black men, not black women. I'm talking black men. Get that shit out. Don't stand up for it. Don't, look, I said a case before. We got, some of us walk away, we see the drug dealer over here selling drugs in our neighborhood. We don't need that. We don't need it anymore to take care of our children. The drug dealer is selling it because he want a nice fucking car, some fucking expensive fucking grill or some shit. I'm making a point to let everybody know that we are better than that. We can go further than that. And right now we gonna start winning. It's just that time, brothers. It's that time. Get that shit out of it. Don't stand for it.
I'm gonna say this. If you niggas would have listened to Nancy Reagan in the 80s when she told y'all just say no, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Well,
but you niggas didn't want to listen. You niggas said yes.
Hold on now. Nah. We doing a cease and desist. We doing a cease and desist on the teams. We just talking regular for the last hour. So when it comes down to it, man. Well, first of all, I'm gonna slow down because Black Guru came up, so I'm gonna let him get the mic and say what he want to say, and then we'll roll from there. Black Guru,
thank you, Elder, for showing up and clearing this mess up. Them niggas are out of control right now.
Well, I'll say it for him so he don't have to say it. I'm disappointed in you, Nick. Okay, now you ain't got to say it, Black Guru. Don't worry about it.
I hope you and the gentlemen on the panel, folks in the public chat, are doing well. No, actually, I am very impressed with the way in which you guys presented all of the possible sides and perspectives of this issue in a very humorous way. I think I avoided participating because I don't think I could have kept up, frankly, what you guys were doing. So I didn't want to fuck with the flow of things, So I figured I'd just kind of enjoy from the sidelines and maybe when an old man can
it's hard to really
sort of get into the flow.
It's funny that you try to act delusional. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, let him finish.
Well, no. Again, I think you guys very humorously presented all sides of the issue. I think Roger presented my view of it, towards after you guys were sort of doing your rhetorical gladiatoring, I guess there. I mean, who has the power? Who has the influence? Who has the money? Who controls the bank? Who has the car dealerships? Who controls the laws? Who controls the ports of entry? Who had an intelligence system that used the actual distribution of the drugs to finance illegal wars in Central and South America. I mean, for me, when I look at it, who had the balance of power in the situation, regardless of motivation and intent and behavior of all of the players, who had the actual balance of the power, who could actually make this thing happen. And that's clear, that clearly was not Black men, and it certainly was not Black women. Now, there's a difference between being the primary cause of the problem but then also being responsible for fixing a problem. Because unfortunately, we were not the primary cause of the drug issue in our community, but we're the only ones who have any real motivation to fix it. So those are two different issues. And I think as we go forward, we have to understand that basic reality, and that, yeah, we would rightly blame what happened on white society, white government, business, banks, port authorities, all of the vectors of power that white people have almost exclusive dominion over, that affected the drug trade in America. That reality does not cure the problem within our families, within our community. So as long as we keep that separation and going forward, that basic understanding, that separation, then I think we'll be okay. So I guess that's my statement, or opening, closing statement. I know.
All right, shout out to Elder Blood one more again. He said the reason Black men use drugs is the same reason Black men use Benjamin face flat a fiat currency. The white man told him to use it. Whatever the white man say, Black women obey, and Black men say okay. Now I'm gonna say, Elder Blood, I'm gonna say, I honestly, I think the reason drugs were able to kind of get in the Black community in any kind of real way.
All right, thank you.
I do think there was a whole lot of there was some depression. I would say that probably some undiagnosed depression over not having certain jobs, because when you lock some people out of earning money, and then you flood their neighborhoods with drugs and guns and all kinds of other stuff, out of desperation, people gonna mess with it. So I think Black people have yet to truly recognize the trap that was that they were put in by white America. You don't want me to use drugs, but you try to make me depressed in every other kind of way. You don't want me to sell drugs, but you won't give me a job. You leave random guns in the community, but you don't want me to kill nobody. See, my thing is that if I pay attention to what people are actually doing, I get a much different message than the message they keep trying to tell me. The message got to be consistent. Truth has to be consistent.
Well,
so white people,
there's one other element that we did not talk about, and in particular in Chicago, the wholesale, and I'll use Chicago, but I think this would prevail throughout certainly major urban areas. The wholesale failure of the educational and training systems, and the retreat and the destruction of, like, for example, I mentioned this before, when I was in high school, you could learn woodworking, you can learn cabinetry, you could learn auto shop. You had auto shop. I had a metal shop. I could make wrenches and hammers and nails, and I used a lathe. I mean, and those things started to leave schools in the late 70s and early 80s. So a lot of very productive trades that young Black men in particular could get or flow into. They could maybe develop some rudimentary skill with, and maybe move into some apprenticeship, etc., combined with the rusting of America. You know what happened to Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana used to be a big auto and steel center, and that sort of went away in the 70s. And so there was this sucking out of employment opportunity, trade opportunities, training
Oh yeah.
opportunities. The
Yep,
schools
that's
were
right.
failing to prepare young men to be able to effectively go to college if that were something they would want to do. It was much more difficult to go to college in
Yep.
in the 70s and the 80s than later. You know, you had to
Early
be
70s.
actually competitive and meet certain threshold performance thresholds. So when you combine all those things that was happening, that's why you had a lot of young black men in particular. That's why the drug trade, along with a lot of other things. That's why, obviously, the baby mama thing and daddy not being in the house, daddy couldn't chase away the drug thing because he wasn't in the house. When you combine all those issues, that's why it became much more seductive for both young black men and young black women. And that's the
Yeah,
part of the
I want to
story that I
I
think
want to
is
just
too seldom told.
Yeah, I just want to follow up with Black Guru said. This just is for the younger guys, and if you're under 40 years old, you just don't know when the black community got changed in the 1960s and 1970s with the civil rights movement. They brought along a lot of other groups such as women's rights, such as the LGBTQ and everything, and it really didn't cause a lot of civil rights. A lot of jobs got taken away from black men in the late 1960s and early 1970s with cars and steel and all of that, and we were left with nothing. And a lot of times you had to figure out a way to make money, and that's how our money ended up on the street. It wasn't because black men didn't care about their children. A lot of them left the houses, including my own father. My own father was not. It was very much like Good Times. When if you watch the show Good Times, where the father was outside of the home, but most fathers were visiting their children, no matter what the father was doing in hustle. And that's how hustle became a black thing. Hustling, knowing how to handle street knowledge. That's where it came from. It didn't come because we didn't love our women and our children and our families. We did what we could. That was it. And I'm going to take 100% responsibility for it because I knew it was out of love. Now it's turned into something bad. It's time to change it. It's time for us to move on now and move on to something better, and because it's really taking a toll on the black community and not only the black family. It's killed it with welfare and the black woman beginning to think that she runs the home. It's hurt us. It's really hurt us pretty bad.
All right, now I gotta let Inspired Truth Broadcast get in. He then came up. So Inspired, you got the flow, my brother.
All right, first of all, am I even like coming in loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so peace to all y'all on the panel, peace to y'all in the chat. I kind of want to kind of second a lot of what Black Guru said there. I think that a lot of what things come down to, and I probably brought this up before. I know I brought this up before on Super Chat, like the distinctions between proximal causes, distal causes, and root causes. And anytime we're dealing with anything that's like a system critique, or anytime we're dealing with power structure, a lot of the time the energy gets redirected to the proximal cause, that's the immediate cause right in front of your face, instead of dealing with the distal cause, that's the root cause, that's actually propagating everything in the system. Like the system likes to try to like mask itself or hide itself while it's making all of these different actions that are affecting people on a large scale. Like, I mean, it's kind of like similar to a certain autoimmune disease that blossomed, that bloomed and blew up back in the 1980s that I'm not necessarily going to mention by name. Like, you would have people getting taken out by like diseases that cats get, but the underlying issue was the autoimmune disease that attacked the immune system. And so when you kind of stop and you think about how systems work and how systems operate and how power operates and how media apparatus operates, you start getting a better idea for what's going on in the bigger picture globally.
Now I'm gonna say shout out to Elder Blood. He says Well, he got two things here. Let me read the other one too. He says, if white men put black men in the trap and white men control the supply, is that not force/coerce? Do the white man say? Do what the white man say? When farmers herd sheep to the slaughter, aka drug abuse, prostitution, etc., are they free? That's an interesting way to put it. And he also said that, Rod, I think we overcomplicate things by looking at it too narrowly and through a white supremacist colonized mindset. What does a monkey in a zoo control? What does a captive flock of sheep control? Now, I will say this: when it comes down to it, we are a little bit over the animals. Okay, we at least a little over the animals. There are things that we can't control. So I'm gonna say, when it comes down to it, black men should have never messed with it. I think black men a lot of times get themselves in trouble because they have a motivation that seems like a good thing. Because most black men are motivated to do stuff for black women. You got to remove her as your motivation. I think she has a lot to do with why we did drugs, why we continue to do drugs. Most people I know that have ever really seriously sold some drugs, it was literally because of women. They were trying to impress a woman or trying to keep a woman. So every once in a while, they were trying to get a woman. And that's just it at the end of the day. So we just care too much about them.
I'm gonna push back
There's
on
certainly
that. I'm gonna push back slightly on that one because if you have no choice, I mean, even the white man has had to do some dirt in order to get where he is. Look at beer, look at alcohol, look at everything he's done with all these businesses today, and it was brought up here on this channel by Wells Fargo and all these other things. Dirt is going to be done. That's what war is about. A man
Hey, you
has
want
to
to
do what a man's got to do to take care of his family.
talk
want
about white people involved in the drug trade? The Delano family, FDR, Franklin D. Roosevelt's family, the longest tenured U.S. president in American history. His family, the Delano family, were involved in the opium trade in China.
Look at what the
I
Italians
They
did.
mean,
Look at what
funded
the
that.
mafia did. Look at what the Italians did in their neighborhood.
look, white people brought drugs to the country. That's just an absolute fact. Black folks didn't really even know what drugs were. If you think about black people, where do black people deal with drugs on a regular basis? Now, I will say that, not that I've researched it or anything, I don't even hear about black people and drugs around the world. It's not like we out here just growing drugs and whatnot. All the different drugs people use usually is coming from other groups of people. Black folks just don't seem to be into drugs like that, especially not over here in America. So yeah, the white people brought it, but at the end of the day, we do have to take some level of responsibility of why we got ourselves involved. And I'm gonna say, black people, we get too involved with stuff because we care too much about what white people think. And the other thing is, we care too much about what the women think. Us as men, we care too much about what the women think because if we didn't have to, dress all fly and had the best car and all that other stuff that women are into, you don't need to do drugs. You
You
don't
Well,
know
need to
what's
sell
disturbing me?
drugs.
there's one more part to it too, and I wish I could find it again, but there was like a presentation that I ended up seeing where a lot of crimes end up revolving around $1,000 shortfall. Like some sort of way somebody fell into some shortfall, some hard times. So maybe their business had to become a front business for somebody that was selling something. Like this is like a thing that happens like over and over again. Where if they just could get like a micro loan, then they could have avoided the whole situation.
Well, that's why the payday loan is prevalent in the black community right there. But it's a
Yeah.
predatory loan. They know that
Yeah,
security behind is helping a lot of
when
black people.
things got tight, like around the 70s and the 80s in particular, you did have a lot of people who otherwise would not at all have been involved in crime, was either directly involved in it or indirectly involved in it via, like, the grandmother who has some drugs or some drug money in her basement kind of thing. And she went to church 4 times a week. You had a lot of that kind of stuff going on. And it was unique to that. to that time in that situation and that circumstance. And dad, your father's either gone or died, or maybe he's become a drug addict. So a lot of the controls that would have prevented those kind of dubious decisions being made, there was no longer the control or prevention of that kind of stuff. It's not an excuse for individuals making individual decisions. It's more about the change of environment, the impact of a major change in environment, and then people scrambling sometimes to try to make up for that dramatic change in their environment, in their situation. You'd have people who would go from having worked for the same company for 15, 20 plus years, and suddenly they're out of a job, for example, because the company moved to somewhere in India, for example, or some shit like that. So it just created a lot of desperation, I guess maybe might be the best way to describe it, and people responded differently to that desperation. Some people worked themselves into early graves. They got 2, 3 jobs, to try to make up for that sudden loss of a decent job, and they may have worked themselves into an early grave. Some men did that. And some men played the fringes of legality, and some women participated in that.
Black Guru, you really just hit on something really. I think you and my father are around the same age, and how you're talking about how a lot of those jobs were uprooted and shipped offshores essentially so that these American companies could get cheaper labor from the people over there than they could over here. My dad was actually affected by that. So my dad grew up in Arkansas. When he moved out of my grandparents' place, he moved up to Chicago, started working at a steel mill there called Rockwell. And I think Boeing has since then bought out
Mm-hmm.
that company. But they sent their operations overseas to India. And then my dad came down to St. Louis to open up a shop with my aunt and my uncles. And it's been doing that ever since. But yeah, he was actually affected by that very thing that you're talking about right now.
Yeah. And now, not to make any assessment of your father's character or whatever, but if he doesn't have that opportunity that you just described with some relatives, is that what you said? Um,
Yeah, my
you
aunt
described
my
him
aunt
being able
Mose,
to, yeah,
yeah, my aunt Mose has
right.
a shop that she was able
So
to invest the money in with him.
yeah, now if you take that same situation and your dad or a similarly situated brother don't have that opportunity, they might get involved in something else, so to speak.
Yep, absolutely.
And maybe they're thinking it's a temporary thing, and it either is not necessarily as temporary as they would have wanted it to be, and or they get caught up into something more serious and or possible arrest, and things kind of go awry from there. So again, it's not an excuse. Ultimately we are responsible for our decisions, but it's difficult to describe, to people who weren't around back then, because you got to see the world as it is. What you didn't see is how stark some of the shifts were for people. That's what you didn't see. You didn't see
Yeah.
how drastically in some cases some people's situations changed, and how desperate it made people. I got a home, I got to keep my home, or my family's got a home, I want them to keep their home, so I'm going to move this, or I'm going to hold this, that kind of thing.
What America did put a squeeze play on black men at that particular time. And we got to think about all the different pieces of the puzzle that need to be put together. They went ahead and did the Civil Rights Act, which is going to automatically create some type of backlash. Even though the Civil Rights Act didn't do a whole lot for black men, the image of it doing something for black men was present amongst the people that was around. So I'm pretty sure that made getting a job extra tough for black men. Why? Because of course they don't want to give you a job. Y'all done did something, then people done signed this bill and all this type of stuff. I ain't giving none of you niggas a job. Now,
Hold on, but let's remember what came with that Civil Rights Act, because it came with giving white women minority status. So
And
a lot of those job opportunities went to white women.
And black
That's a
women.
huge part of that formula. Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So in addition to what you described, Roger, that was a huge part of that package, that went down.
Yeah. So there was a squeeze play being put on Black America that a lot of people may not have necessarily kind of seen as they were in it, but that was a major squeeze play, because you always gonna get the average person's reaction to what they saw in the news. And if you got a company and you don't like niggas, and let's just keep it real, that was a real good time for the average white person not to like niggas. Okay, so if you saw this on the news and you don't like niggas, what you gonna do? You ain't finna hire no niggas. You finna totally rebel against this new thing that just came up to help these niggas because you don't like them niggas anyway. Now, while that's going on, now they starting to flood drugs into your communities. So now you ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got no job. You're curious about what this new thing is that's in your community. You may have heard about it. It'll take your problems away. You might as well try it. Of course, you're gonna be more inclined to try something at that time. And if you had a family, that's not going to necessarily protect it, because people didn't even know the outcomes of drugs at that particular time. When something's new, we don't know how it affects us. Now, us, in hindsight, we can say, yeah, we've seen what a crackhead looks like. They never did.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of thought process.
I mean, one thing you saw also was as increasing numbers of black men went to prison, it changed the perception of prison. It made prison more acceptable, and in some cases more there was a positive or a glory even attributable to having done prison time, which further fed into the likelihood of younger impressionable black men engaging in things that would result in them going in prison. You would see the brother come from prison. I remember seeing this in the 80s. You saw somebody who went away for 6, 7, 8 years, come back. Man, they got muscles on top of muscles on top of muscles. They look like they've had better health care than you've had. Skin glistening and everything. And I'm like, where the hell this guy? It's like he's been at a spa for 5 years. And they would come back, and the women would be attracted to it. And then so you had young brothers who were attracted to what the women were attracted to on top of the money. You had that first sort of glorification of being intertwined in the criminal justice system. The music, unfortunately, added to it to a large extent. So again, it's difficult to explain to somebody who didn't see it. But when I remember seeing it, and I remember thinking like, wow, our whole views of things are changing now. It was a time when, the worst possible thing that could have happened to hear about a brother going to prison. But by the mid or late 80s, it was a very different sort of sentiment about that.
Absolutely. And shout out to Elder Blood. He said, Roger, in the chat, there is no need to reinvent the wheel when this has already been done before. If you could go back in time to ancient Rome, you would see little difference of America today. Now, I would definitely not argue that these different things haven't been done before, because just how a lot of plans go into effect. You see what worked in the past somewhere, and you try it on somebody in the future. And I think, honestly, it's just black men, we cared a little too much about trying to win. So If you can't get a job and be a quote unquote respectable man, you try something else to try to win. And the drug game was the thing to try at the time. And again, nobody had seen a crackhead before. So you didn't even think about it as it was just that bad. And if once you get started, it's a lot easier not to stop when you've already been benefiting from doing the thing in the first place. You know, some people may not sell drugs right now because they don't want nobody to become a crackhead on their watch. But if you've already been selling drugs and then crackheads start appearing, well, ain't no point you stop. So it's a whole lot easier to stop at that point. I mean, it's a whole lot harder to stop at that point because now you done got used to the money.
Yep.
You know, so
I actually sold drugs throughout high school, and I'll tell you, the hoes was on my dick all throughout
it
high
would be
school, all
you,
the way
bro.
through
It
early.
would be you. You would be the
Yeah,
nigga that
well, you know,
sold the drugs in high school.
look. I was a former
I'm
pooper.
joking. I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm kidding.
But I was a former pooper. And yes, I sold drugs all throughout high school. And I'm telling you, the experience that I had with even even women who shouldn't have been messing with me while I was in high school. I mean, damn, you get all the love. That's the guy who out there on this
Is
side of the field, but
wait,
it's not true
wait
with
a
us.
minute. Let's examine that statement. Is there a woman that should?
Say it again.
He,
You broke
he
up.
was saying you were saying it was a woman that shouldn't have been messing with you. Now is that a real thing though?
Yeah, no, that's a real thing, bro. Yeah,
Now
I've had, bro.
if she was messing with you, she wasn't better than what you think. You think she better than what she was. That's what we. I believe he was trying to get at. But
Oh, I got
you
you.
think she was better than what she was because if she was better, she wouldn't have been messing with you.
Hmm.
We just saying she was trash too, brother. You can go ahead and make your point. We just saying she was trash too. But that's something we have a hard time spotting as black men. Cause trash women don't deal with trash men. I mean, excuse me,
No, no, no,
trash
no, no,
women
no,
deal
no,
with
no,
trash
no, no,
men.
no. What I'm saying,
Men
bro, what I'm saying is I'm an underage high schooler dealing with grown women, bro. That's what I'm saying.
and you're saying she shouldn't have
Yeah.
been messing with you. We're saying she had to be a trash woman to even be to
wait,
put
wait.
herself in that position to be messing with an underage guy in high school and he's selling drugs.
Yep.
What good woman does that?
They outside, bro.
No, we're saying that's not what a good woman is. A good woman doesn't mess. We're not
No,
trying
I
to
agree.
change your perception of. We're just saying we got to start acknowledging. Though that's not a good woman. A good woman
No,
is
I
not going to
agree.
mess with some high school kid. You know what I'm saying? Who's a minor and he's selling drugs. That's all
I
we
agree.
saying.
Yo, can I make
I
a
agree.
comment? Roger,
What?
that's the issue we need to talk about because I do want to bring up the issue. I don't know if the brother is saying the same thing, but some of these older women and the influence of younger men is an issue in the black community. It certainly was when I was a kid. And so, even though it wasn't a good woman, the issue of you probably see it rising today, the issue of older women and how their influence on younger men, not even younger men, but younger women sexually and the influence they had in the black community. But that's another issue for another day. You might want to think about how to get us to talk about that issue. I got a lot of comments on that.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem. But I wanted him to finish his story. Hopefully, he ain't
Yeah.
forgot what he's about to tell us. Could you go ahead and finish what you were saying,
Where
my
did I
brother?
leave off at? Because I did forget where I
You
was
were
going.
saying something about that woman start messing with you.
No, overall, I was just talking about the experience as a black man when you are in the street selling drugs, contributing to the problem, versus your experience as a black man when you are walking a straight and narrow, essentially, or the theoretical straight and narrow, running a legitimate business and doing something that is not destroying the community. That's all really the point I was trying to make. Something that I found interesting as well in this segment is that playing the role of the black woman really just speaks to how more deeply we think about these issues than the average black woman. I was trying to stay in character and give the answer that I thought the average black woman would give. And really, it's nothing in depth. It's always just a ad hominem attack, it seems like, towards the black man. and it's nothing of any real substance. So
What? She'll never need to worry about substance. She always got a nigga to blame it on. You know, and that's the type of society we live in. We live in a society that accepts that if you blame a nigga, everything's cool. You know, and it doesn't really make a difference what you're doing. If you think somebody selling drugs, just blame a nigga, and they're gonna think you cool. If you think somebody kidnapped somebody, just blame a nigga. You know, if you think somebody robbed the house, just blame a nigga. You know, that's what America has been doing since before its inception. So at the end of the day, women don't really have to worry about it because we don't even try to hold them accountable for the things that they do. And I am gonna say that women had a great deal to do with the drug game because they did use their influence to either sell the drugs themselves or get men to sell the drugs. There is something to be said. Now, I'm not removing anybody's personal responsibility from them because you did it. You was dumb enough to do it. That's on you. But I'm not going to pretend it wasn't black women out here trying to encourage black men to sell drugs so she can get that new purse. She wants you to sell drugs so you can get that. She wants you to sell the drugs so she can buy that dress and stuff on her friends. That's a very real thing that a lot of black men have never really
There was
discussed.
nothing.
Go ahead, Black.
There was nothing that will red pill your perspective of black women more than the crack era of the 80s and the 90s. Yeah, I mean that was an eye-opening experience for young black men. The things that women would do, who they would do it with. You would have women who would be college graduates and high professional class, and they're they got Pookie at home, and maybe even they got Pookie's stash and cash in their house, and you'd have reputable black men who would witness these women doing these things. Very beautiful, very often very beautiful, attractive women. Maybe she's a VP at a bank or something like that. And you would see them being involved with these guys and have some indirect connection to the drug trade. And it was a startling experience for many of us. It was a ice cold bucket. It was like jumping in Lake Michigan in January for a lot of us. It was a startling thing to observe.
One of the things that I talk
it
about
forever altered. I just want to say, and for me, it forever altered my perception of black women. Forever.
One of the things I want to talk about as a measure of black men in the black family has always been how you made, not how you made your money, but how you could hustle your money. And it didn't, a lot of women didn't ask questions about where the money came from. You know, and I can remember back in the day, my mother taking money from my father. She didn't ask questions about where it came from. And, you know, if you could hustle up some money and there was a bill that needed to be paid or something needed to be done, it didn't matter. So for black men, a lot of black women would just look to black men to see exactly what they could hustle. And that's why the hustle game is such a big game. If you had street knowledge and it didn't matter where the money came from, and it still goes on today. I mean, come on now. How many of y'all
Nah,
used to get the bootleg videos? I
I
mean, the
think
black market, we got access to
I
cable, we got
I
access
think
to all kind of things in the
brother, I
black
think you
neighborhood.
misphrasing that. I think black women knew where the money was coming from and encouraged you to go get the money
Yeah, in some
from an
cases,
illegal place. No, I'm saying because when you're a child, you don't pick up on all the signs of what's going on. They wanted the men to sell the drugs. Then black women clearly made that statement that they wanted men to sell the drugs. When I look at the different women who has been with men who sold drugs, that's what they wanted. If they
yeah, I
don't
don't.
talk to you unless you're selling drugs, that means they want you to sell drugs.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not gonna put totally on that. I don't think it started out that way. I think that ultimately today is pushed that way in maybe in the 80s and the 90s. But when drugs started to arrive, a lot of women didn't ask questions where money was coming from. A lot of men did whatever they had to do, worked on the street, did whatever they did, and maybe had to do some illegal things to do it. And there was no questions. You bought it home $100, and they didn't ask about it.
Yeah.
But okay, I understand what you're trying
Yeah,
to say. That a lot of
there was
women
an
today do that.
undercurrent in the 70s. In the 70s, there was an undercurrent of black or gray market activity in the black community. And now the degree to which the women knew or didn't know, that would all be speculative. That would be relative to the particular situations between those people. I think more times than not, women tend to know more about what men are doing than they will let on. In between the grapevine, the community grapevine, which is a thing, and the women are always plugged into that. So if you're involved in some gray market activity, somebody's wife or girlfriend heard about it, and they may have secretly mentioned it to the nursing or the usher board at church. I mean, there aren't going to be an extended period of time where a man is involved in that kind of activity, and the women to some degree know about it. But it's really mostly the degree to which they're involved with it, and how upfront and how dominant that activity is. I mean, you bought some black market tires for the family station wagon, which I guess nobody has station wagons anymore. But you buy some black market tires for your station wagon, that kind of thing, or rims, or that kind of thing has always existed in the black community. It certainly existed in Chicago when I was growing up. But what came into the 80s was the pervasiveness of it and the depth of it, and how dominant it became in many families and in many households. And yes, to some degree, the women morality, if you will, began to slide, and they did begin to want or pursue the dealer. They saw the car, they saw the ice or the fat gold chain, or the kind of shit that was going down in the 80s, and that they knew what that meant. They knew what that meant, and they pursued and supported it and encouraged other black women to do the same. Yeah.
You spoke to the fact that a lot of
Yeah.
professional women, a lot of professional women, even you're talking about doctors, lawyers, nurses, and whatnot, and how they even pursue the drug dealers. That still happens, and even in my lifetime. My plug back in the day, his wife was a pharmacist.
Well, I
You know,
mean,
and I'm
Yeah.
sure she knew. I know she knew, how he moved. 'Cause, I mean, I was pushing at least, goodness, when I was 16, 17, I was pushing like 5 pounds a week for this guy. Wife was a pharmacist. But oftentimes it's set up in such a way where everything is in, the wife's name, because oftentimes the guy selling the drugs is a convicted felon and can't get much in his name. So, but they know, they definitely know.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's see a lot of folks don't understand stuff the way we used to could pick up on signals. Black women telling y'all to do it now. What do y'all think black women mean when they come online and they say you niggas need to make 6 figures a year? You need to be able to give me 5,000 a month. You need to be able to give me 10,000. What do you think they're telling you to do? They saying nigga go get it. I don't care how you get it.
Well,
I don't care if you do something illegal to get it. Just nigga go get it.
They're doing these little street polls now where the women openly agree. They poll who you want: a guy who does 9 to 5, a guy who's a scammer, a guy who's a drug dealer, and usually in those polls, maybe they're skewed toward a particular response. That's very possible, but what's presented often suggests that a disproportionate number or percentage of young women err on the side of either the scammer or the dealer. So they're not even really necessarily secretive about it anymore. In the past, they would have publicly said the 9 to 5er, even though they would still kind of run with the dealer or the scammer. But now they're publicly acknowledging it.
Yeah,
I
and
think
that's what I'm
we
saying.
summed it up.
Well,
I think we summed it up
that's what I'm saying. hold on one second. Let me just say this. That's why I'm saying the guys are the ones that is not picking it up. When a woman is on the platform telling you got to have this ridiculous amount of money just so you can spend on her or give to her, she is telling you, nigga, go get it. And she's saying go get it illegally if you can't get it legally. I just need you to have it. And that's
But
it.
Roger, let me say this again, and I'll try to make the point. I guess you might disagree. It came through us, black men. Okay, it contaminated our families. And the thing you have to understand is that the black woman is going to do what she see morally. She has no values. The morals and values are held by us. We are the law. So what you got to understand is when you said that drugs was a bad mistake by the black man, you were 100% right. But it was a choice that some agreed that they had to make. But Black Uru and all of you are making a point of seeing how over as time went along, the black woman and even our children were contaminated with what we do as men.
No.
And so, if there's any lesson to be learned today, is black women are now encouraging black men go get that money, go get that money. We're not supposed to be listening to women. If we brought it in, we can also take it out. That's all I'm saying. I want to give us the power that we're not looking as victims that the black woman is pushing us to do something. We don't have to do shit.
Well,
If we don't want drugs in our neighborhood, it is up to us to put the law and put the foot down, get it out.
no. This is what I'm saying to you, brother. At the end of the day, I think the problem is we listen to them too much and we care about them too much. You compromise your moral position to please her. That's the same thing Adam did with Eve. When you care too much, you make mistakes. That's what I'm saying, brother. So yeah, nobody can control what you do. I agree wholeheartedly with that. But the women want what they want. I don't care about what women want. That's why I don't get into these problems. When I care about what they want, they'll lead you to problems. So what I'm saying is black men in general, you're gonna have to let go what women want. You got to. Because if you care about what they want for real, you're gonna end up in a bad situation. Because at the end of the day, they just want whatever the white media puts out there as available. They want it because it's available.
I have an unpopular opinion.
Here's another angle to consider. I have one too. Like, so if the women are smashing the dealer and repopulating the dealer and multiplying with the dealer, how much of a force multiplier does your voice have against that? Like, you're screaming into the wind essentially at that point. Like, there's some authority that we have, and then there's some authority that we don't have. Go for it.
My unpopular opinion, which I do put into practice. If you don't want drugs in your community, you can get drugs out of your community overnight. You see somebody selling drugs, you call the police. It's just that simple. I don't even know why we up here making all these excuses. You call the police, hey man, dude selling drugs, got the video right here, boom, I'll be in court. Get his ass out of here. Don't nobody sell drugs where I live at. I can tell people openly, if I see you selling drugs here, I'm calling the police. If I see somebody buying drugs here, I'm calling the police. It ain't gonna happen on the street that I live on. Your ass is going to prison selling drugs where I live at.
I agree with that.
That's all you got to do.
I think with all due respect, in some communities, police are more motivated to interdict drugs than others. And because I've known, I had a indirect relative who was a cousin of a cousin who was killed on some drug deal, and a member of CPD helped set the thing up. Helped set it up.
We got social media. We got Twitter and Facebook and all this other kind of stuff. Listen, you ain't gotta do no but film motherfucker, put that shit online and make a police report and then put the result of a police report up. Hey, listen, I made a video. Here go the motherfucker over here selling drugs. I sent the same video to the police department. Look,
Well,
he's still out here
I mean,
today.
also, your smarter drug dealers aren't going to make the dealing that easy to recognize. Because some guy shakes some guy's hand, that don't mean there was a drug deal, even though some drugs passed in that handshake.
Smart people don't sell drugs.
Yeah.
Be
Let me say,
careful. Be careful
Well,
becoming a
I mean,
snitch.
but that's
If
another
you live in a neighborhood,
point entirely.
if you live in a neighborhood somewhere where you snitch, that can come back on you. So you maybe the neighborhood you live in, you can get away with that. But there are a lot of neighborhoods that nobody becomes the snitch because all that shit will come down on your home.
Nah, you part of the
right.
problem. See,
Oh,
see,
oh,
it ain't no, ain't.
hold on. Let me get this in. Shout out to Landon. He say how I guess he meant how much more contaminated can a matriarchal family get? Hey, bro, until they all dead, that's a question that's unknown. Because they can get very, very, very much contaminated. Because you're talking about a matriarchal family. And I say all the time that that women only think about 4 minutes ahead, so they will go all the way to death with it, and they'll kill everybody, and not even think it's their fault. It is what it is. So that's not a question we really want to answer. I'm just gonna say it's not even a question we really want to answer. But at the end of the day, yeah, there's different concepts of trying to keep drugs out of your neighborhood versus black men dealing with drugs. Period. I'm saying if for black men, if we don't want to deal with drugs, stop caring about what women want. They want something that they're unwilling to get for themselves. Let them go without it, especially if you got to put yourself in jeopardy to go get it for them. That's what I'm saying. Why would I put myself in jeopardy so you can get some coat so you can floss on your friend? I don't like that. It's that simple to me. Now I understand there's tougher situations. Some men, got kids and all that other type of stuff. Things happen. You got these babies that's hungry and all that type of stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and say I got all the answers for you. All I'm saying is, if it's my kids gonna go a little hungry for a little while until I can find a legal way to feed them. You know, they as long as they don't die, they gonna be all right. I'm gonna get some money somewhere. We just gonna
Well,
get it in a position.
I don't
Go ahead.
know, and maybe you guys might view it differently, but I don't know what significant number percentage of young men today are getting into the drug game primarily because some woman wants it to. I think that was a feature of, like you say, the 80s or the 90s, in large part because there was so much money and you could make money so quickly that, Lisa really, likes the fact that you can get a Benz or an Escalade or something like that. So yeah, I can quickly get into it to be able to floss for Lisa. I don't know if that is as much a thing today. Maybe you guys might tell me something different, but it doesn't appear to be the same motivation today.
So y'all gonna let the drug business die? Ain't no corner store anymore. Mm? Because all you young niggas wants to be influencers instead. Y'all wanna shake your ass on Instagram instead to get a couple of likes instead of pushing them weights. Is that it? Mm?
Nah, the weight getting pushed is definitely getting pushed, bro. Like I remember like sitting in like a neighborhood association meeting and they were talking about like a whole damn trap house to the police. I was like, how the hell? Not like one person I know, a whole damn trap house. And they're like, okay, yeah, we monitor it, yada yada. I'm like, how does this shit exist to the point where you have that on that scale and the reaction is that?
Yeah. And I'm gonna say shout out to Trail Benning. He said, "Are you a snitch or are you a concerned citizen?" Well, that depends on if you're part of the game or not. Because if you're not a part of the game, you're a concerned citizen. Now, if you're in the game, you a snitch. That's how that works, and that's real talk. But I'm a
Not necessarily. I could snitch. I could snitch on my rival. You know, I want to take them out like that. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna help the police catch you so that I can get your territory. I ain't
But you
no
see how
snitch.
you just said.
I'm a strategist. I ain't
But
no
you see how
snitch.
you said that, right? You said I could snitch on my rival, so you already know. Even in your example, you said snitch. But
Damn you, Roger.
but
Got him.
let me let Chaos. You want to get something in because we about to shut this down, y'all. We are at the 2 hour 58-minute and 36-second mark. But Chaos just came up. He just come when he wants to.
I
So
had to call up.
I guess you're gonna get the last word, Chaos.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
let me say this. Let me say this about this thing about drugs and informing the POP, the popos. We should all understand and know already, not just history, but in general, that it was these bastards that put it in here. They facilitate here. They protect these bastards. That's why you'll see them pick them up. The only time to pick them up is when the time is right to show that they're doing something for the grace of the community. And then again, the cycle repeats itself. They're not here to stop these so-called low-level niggas. They make profit. They keep the communities dysfunctional. They keep us disarray. So in the best interest of the United States, the whole purpose of it put there is to stabilize you to a point now. You're at a point now that you are at what, 1.3 birth rate? That was the whole purpose of the drugs. So on that note, Roger, you can shut this down now.
I said I'm gonna give him the last word, so I'm gonna let that slide, y'all. Shout out to Afro Merchant, who says a concerned snitch. Okay, that's a heck of a thing to be, a concerned snitch, y'all. But I think it's been a decent show, y'all. It's been a real decent show. If you like the best content on social media, I'm gonna find ways to give it to you right here, y'all. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's been real. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. We are here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Chicago time. Not where you at, Chicago time. Long live the Habitual Line Steppers. I'm Roger. I'm right. And I'm out.
Take care now.
All right. Peace.